All right, it's Thursday, but before we introduce the show and we introduce the people here, we got a statement, man. There's no need for political violence. What happened with Charlie Kirk yesterday was horrible and despicable. There's no need to choose sides. There's no need to do anything with this. Most of the people out there, you guys are fighting like you like movies and all the same shit except one thing. Stop it, grow up, and listen to music. Fight over music. That's a lot better than politics, man. Don't get heated. We love all of you guys, and on with the show. What's up, Jerry? BS sessions.
What's
Let's go.
going on, dude?
Nothing, man.
Hanging in there.
Hanging here. Yes, I know it's been the last 2 days has been horrible, but I'm trying to keep a brave face here and I'm trying to move on with my life. And I'm kind of pissed too. And I hate this shit. But we're here to take people away from this shit. But we had to say it. We had to let it out and tell people grow up. Just fucking fight over music. Music is fun debating over. It's way better than politics, man. I love all you guys. I appreciate everyone in here, man. And let's fucking party, man. Let's fucking get this show on the road. Jerry, you want me to do the introductions?
Yeah, why don't you take care of it?
All right, we got Joseph Staub here. What's up, brother?
I'm drinking. It's Thursday. I have another day of work yet, and I just need a drink.
Yeah, me too. All right, here we got from Be Cool or Be Podcast out. One of the best names on the internet.
It is the best name.
It is the best.
That should be the theme song for the podcast.
and
Just the intro.
and Black.
Why not?
Thank you.
And Black Spinner Circle. Al Horta, man. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? How are you, man?
I'm doing
trying to keep a smile on my face, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, that's all we can do.
Alcohol works just fine for me. And then we got my brother, Mr. Andy Rodriguez from Black Spinner Circle. Nice to see you, brother.
Hey guys, how's it going? Feeling great. Ready to go.
All right.
This is ready to talk about the greatest decade in music.
Yes,
I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Really good decade, and I'm not going to shy away from my favorites.
The greatest decade of music, the 2010s.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
2020.
Imagine Dragons is on
Carly
that.
Rae Jepsen, my number one.
Don't worry, because Chicken Foot came out in the 2010s, I think.
Hey, that's great.
That's
I
a
love
thing right
that.
there.
Meghan Trainor.
Oh, God.
Hey, the 80s are coming back, though, man. Soon it'll be 2080. You know what I mean?
We'll be like, hey, what's up?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to talk about this decade. I love the 70s, and so I'm ready to go.
And then we got By Tour and the Snoop Dogg, Mr. Mark Dolly. What's up, brother?
Disclaimer: it's free form podcast, not free porn podcast. Because I thought Mark said free porn, so I was all excited. But
that's
free,
another.
I'm good. Free form podcast.
Remember, you're on BS sessions. You're not on Freeform.
I know. I'm saying when you posted free form, I got a bad ear, so I thought he said.
And then you tagged me in my own post
Because I got that comment got a lot of.
You write your own poll, so what do you want?
I don't tag myself in my own poll. It's like, he goes, Mark and Ian. You always got to get Ian in there, don't you? You're a troublemaker.
I'm such a troll.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're laughing about that. You used to hate me calling you that.
Where's the Niners hat?
It's almost Lakers season. I'm promoting the Lakers now. And I'm hoping Green Bay loses, but it doesn't look like it. But then we got Tim Wirasnik.
7-0.
What's up, brother? But they're driving again. What's up,
Don't
brother?
I feel like the Bat Boy in an all-star lineup here?
I don't Bat Boy. Bat Boy rules weekly world news. I put up a lot of Bat. Him and Taylor Swift are hiding out in a cave right now. Did you see that article?
No, I missed
I
that
used
one.
to like to read those covers when we're at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Covers about aliens and
Bat Boy.
Bad
Bat
boy.
Boy and alien impregnated my wife, and
Yeah.
I love to read those.
I follow them on Facebook.
They've
They've been saying Taylor Swift is protecting Bat Boy, and they're in a cave right now.
Yeah.
My mom, I used to buy Star.
I remember
magazine.
Star, the Inquirer.
Yeah,
Well, the way he played in the Super
would read it
Bowl,
like
he
every
should
week.
be protected.
We should have realized by those type of magazines why we're in the predicament we are today. We really
Fake news.
seriously.
The original fake news.
Seriously.
inquiring minds don't want to know anymore. So let's stop this shit. We don't want to know. Remember those commercials?
Inquiring minds want to know.
We need the psychic network to tell us what's going to happen too.
Beyond Warwick.
We need Miss Cleo back.
Miss
Yeah.
Cleo, Miss Cleo, here
come
to
back.
help you.
Come back and save the world.
Call me now.
Right.
Call me now. 1-800 it's psychic.
There was a joke saying if they were so psychic, how come they didn't know they were going out of business?
That's true.
Man, there was a 1-900 number or 1-800 number for anything.
I got in trouble for those.
That's crazy.
They call the rock ones.
And I guess it's been replaced by websites.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they all have like the live.
Actually, I do
chats
think
on
they're still
websites
out
and
there. I
stuff.
think I still think they're out there.
Yeah, it's funny that you watch. There's not nearly as many 1-800 numbers as there used to be. It's like Andy said, it really has all kind of moved on to websites and stuff.
Yeah,
It'd be
man.
cool
Why
to
it
go
wasn't
to YouTube
replaced
and
by
watch
a
all
porn
those
site.
commercials.
That's true.
I remember calling 82321212 to get the time.
Oh yeah, we'll get the time and the weather.
Okay, how many of us actually called 8675309 in their lifetime?
I never
That's
did.
true.
A lot of people did because
I never did.
Well,
I'm
that's
scared.
okay. A lot of people don't know that you used to have like pass a billboard on the highway to see what radio station to tune into for the traffic, or
we still have that
Right.
in California.
call 411 for information.
They have
that
tuned into
number, I
5
actually asked for
something.
Jenny.
Yeah, tune into 1610 or something like
Yes.
that for any traffic updates on the turnpike.
And we still got call boxes on the freeways, and everybody's got cell phones now.
Mhm.
I used one of those once because I ran out of gas.
Really? Did you?
I used because I ran out of gas in the 90s. We didn't have cell phones, so I couldn't get.
What, the call boxes are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm
the call
sorry, I
boxes.
wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah, one
Hey, I
city
still
took them
remember
away.
when payphones were prevalent. So
Yeah, I took a picture of me at a
They're
payphone.
they're
in
still
Redlands.
out there. If you look hard enough, you can probably see one.
yeah,
or two
because
on
you
your
gotta
phone.
look.
Yeah.
You gotta look.
I can't believe I used to have a pager and I would stop at these payphones and call people back.
I
Did
never
you
owned
think,
one,
Andy?
Never owned a pager.
I had a pager, and we used to do those codes like "I love you," blah blah. You turn it upside down.
Spelled boobies out.
Boobies.
Boobies. Yeah.
Boobies. I know we
Or-
started that on a calculator. Remember, you had a calculator turned
Yep,
over.
8008135.
All these young kids are going. These guys are talking weird.
Or
What
they
is this
would
stuff
put like
we're doing?
9, or they put 9.
That's okay. These
They're like,
kids don't.
oh my god, what's
Yeah.
wrong? You know, it's like,
These kids don't know how to mail stuff out from the post office or drop things in the
Yeah.
mail slot or
Or
anything.
write a
like that.
check.
Sign their
Or how
own
to
name.
write in
Barry.
Sign your name.
How to write in
Yeah,
cursive.
how to write in person.
Yeah.
Cursive.
Yeah.
That's
Get
like
off
our
my
secret
lawn,
code.
kids.
Yeah, they don't. They do not teach it anymore.
Some schools still do. I think it's private schools though.
But even then, that's kind of going away.
Yeah, because now it's
I'm
like
having trouble with
DocuSign.
every now and then I still try writing it. I have trouble with my Q's and Z's. Other than that, I still remember most of it.
Yeah.
all right, man.
The
So,
fucking Q
yeah,
and Z are the
Z's.
lowercase are fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, they are.
The high Q looks like a 2 kind of,
yeah,
It's
exactly.
kind of that weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that fucking
Like the cursive
lowercase Q is like wow. Anyway, what we got, Mark?
all right, we're doing the 70s decade or top 11 artists of the 70s, and the same thing with Andy. I picked my favorites. I
Yeah,
didn't
me
like
too.
try to go, well, this person's going to pick this artist and this person's
Yeah,
going to
me
pick
too.
that artist. I didn't go that way. And it's because you have to pick your favorites. It's kind of dumb, but I got some BS though, man.
Yeah, but when you got 50 favorites, fucking hard to can bring it down to 11.
If you didn't pick Steely Dan, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
It's weird because I made this list Thursday night. I made the list and I haven't looked at it since.
I made it, and then
I've done
I
that.
changed 4 bands for 4
I
bands
didn't-
today.
I did this list 7 fucking times,
All right,
and each
so
one had different bands on the list.
all right, let's get to the BS, man. Supertramp founding member, singer, and songwriter Rick Davies dead at 81. He wrote some of their biggest hits, including Bloody Well Right and Goodbye Stranger. Thoughts on that, Al?
Yeah, man. I mean, I wasn't into Supertramp back in the day, but I got into them in the recent years, man. And what a great band,
Yeah.
you know. It's a shame, man. I did get to see Roger Hodgson live once, so that was really good. I never saw Supertramp. Supertramp stopped touring, right? Or they
A
kept
long
going?
time ago.
No, Davies. I thought Davies still toured. He was the only.
Did he
He
keep
was the
it
only
going?
member all the way through, wasn't he?
He was the constant member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they still toured.
Did he keep it going after
I don't
Hodgson
know.
left?
I thought they stopped
Yeah.
touring, but
Oh, well,
I know
anyway,
they
He might have gone out
Yeah.
solo, but I think
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check.
yeah, Roger Hodgson. I saw him. He was great to hear like that stuff. So, but yeah, man, 81. It's still, that it'd been nice if he lived into his 90s. But thanks for the music, man.
It says their final
Great.
tour was in 2015.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
they
okay,
did
so
some
like-
reunion. They
and
did
the
some
Eu-
reunion
Yeah, and
stuff.
the European tour was canceled due to Rick Davies' multiple melanoma diagnosis.
Yeah.
And they played a private event in 2012. So
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
a tour in 2015, but it got canceled.
Yeah, so it looked like they did like a 2000 reunion tour and a 2010, but it was just Rick Davies.
Uh,
Hodgson wasn't in it.
yeah. Hodgson became a grump, I think. Something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Hey,
I'm-
Fucking singers.
Oh no, it's you probably maybe you might have it in a BS. I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
well, we'll see. If I don't have it in the BS, you could say it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I got Andy. Anything on Supertramp?
No, I'm more of a hits guy, but I really do need to delve more into their albums because what I
Got some
hear,
good deep
I
stuff.
like. It's just one of those things that I don't think about going back to it or starting it.
Crime of the
But I do
century, man.
respect the hell out of their music, though.
What
The good thing is they don't have a ton of albums. It's not like one
Right,
of those
yeah.
bands where you go back and there's like 15 albums.
Yeah.
There's like really 4.
Yeah.
Crime of the Century, Breakfast in America. I mean, they're great
It's-
albums.
What
man.
Crisis?
It's-
Like Crisis.
And even in the quietest moments, those are the 4 you need.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically 73 to 79 is what you need to
I
hear.
do like Brother Where You're Bound or whatever with Cannonball. I like that
Yeah.
song. Cannonball was pretty good.
Well, I do have Breakfast in America.
Great
Well,
album.
Everybody
yeah.
owns that one, I think.
I think that's
Yeah,
the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That's what I was going to say. You have to have that one if you're going to have records in your house.
But I think Crime of the
That's gotta
Century
be one
should
of them.
be. I think that should be in everybody's collection too.
Yes.
Those are the 2 that I have the full albums.
Yeah, that's the album I want to review on Freeform. We haven't done a Supertramp album yet.
And
that's
I've
the
got
one.
a greatest hits of theirs. In fact, I should put that in to play on Cranium because I do
Nice.
like their radio songs. They're really good.
All right, Tim, any thoughts on Rick Davies?
Yeah, I mean, Supertramp was a great band in the 70s. Fantastic band in the 70s. They're a pop band, but, fantastic pop band.
Pop progressive band.
He lived to 81, so it's not like he was part of the 27 Club or anything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
All right, Joseph.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm a big fan of the stuff from the 70s. I think Rick Davies was a great songwriter and a vocalist. Goodbye Stranger is my favorite Supertramp song, and he does a phenomenal job on that song. And everybody thinks it's Roger Hodgson singing the chorus because it sounds like him, but it's not. It's actually Rick Davies doing it in falsetto, and everyone thinks it's Roger Hodgson because it sounds like his voice.
It's funny. You look at the video
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Everybody is singing it or
Yeah.
rhyming it. The whole band is. So you're like, who
Yeah.
the fuck is singing this song? Yeah.
Well, if you look at the live versions, like there's that Paris '79 concert.
You can tell. You can definitely tell Roger Hodgson's voice from his.
Yeah, because Rick Davies comes in, does the first run through, and then you can hear when Roger comes in on the second pass through because his voice is even higher.
Right.
Like
It is.
you can hear it when they all come in. But yeah, no, Rick Davies just great vocalist, great songwriter in my opinion. Underrated. I think Supertramp in general is pretty underrated. So yeah, that wasn't something I was expecting just because he wasn't really still in the public eye. So he really hadn't been getting updates on his condition that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sad. Definitely be missed.
Jerry.
Yeah, man, the guy can make that Whirlers sing, man. He was not only a great vocalist, he was a great keyboard player. I agree with what you all said, especially what Joseph just said about them being underrated, man. They have some great. I mean, as far as radio play, you're going to hear them all the time. Those classic songs. I mean, it isn't like they're not getting played, but as far as conversations of great '70s bands, they're really not in the picture for some reason. I don't get it, but they were a good band, man. And I think Roger Hodgson was a cancer to the band. He was, if I remember right. I remember reading something. He was a total diva, I guess, wanted everything his way, this and that. A band just said adios or something like that. I don't know. I know it
Yeah,
wasn't
'cause
very.
the drummer and like the bass player were all still in the band, even in the reunion tours and stuff. It was not Roger. That was who they basically
it
said.
was. Yeah, it was one of those things that they're probably like a Styx sort of thing where one guy he just doesn't need to be back in the band because Roger he still sounds great. I mean, I think Al just said he saw him. I saw videos on YouTube. The fucker can still sing great, so he's good on his own. So, but anyway, back to Davies. I mean, yeah, it's rest in peace, guy, man. Wrote some great music.
All right, bye tour.
By Tor and the Snoop Dogg. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say the
Snoop
whole
Dogg.
name.
Come on, get that right. Get
the whole name, dude.
I like the Illogical song, and that album went quadruple platinum. So that's 4 million, kind of like these things behind me. Four rings for the Giants. So
You got 5.
We have 6.
Oh, shut up.
Patriots got 6 too. So there you go.
That would be 6.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's
5
the 5.
Those are Super Bowl pins?
Nope, these are rings.
Rings.
Real ones too. Everybody, I'm just kidding. No,
Oh, but that's cool.
So
Yeah,
what's your-
yeah,
that's really
hey,
cool.
Jerry, what's your address? I'm gonna fly down there and steal those. I'm joking.
Yeah. So yeah, Logical song. That's one thing I'll remember most about him. Rest in peace.
Unfortunately, there's an empty spot for number 6, which look like it ain't gonna be filled anytime soon.
Well, not with our quarterback down for a while. Hopefully, Mac Jones could get his shit together, but he might because the defensive coordinator's not going to call his plays this time. But I love Supertramp, man. What a great band! I picked one of their songs on our school episode called "School." Love that fucking song. I played it on radio stations I was on, man. It was really cool.
This is foreshadowing for one of your picks, right?
No, might not be. But then I get to everybody knows Flo. Kiss My Grits. Polly Holiday died. Any thoughts on that, Bytor?
Not really. I didn't really know that show.
You never saw Alice? No?
Nah. I was more of a Three's Company guy,
I liked them
Yeah,
all.
me too.
That was a night. Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Three's Company.
Well, come on. You had 2 hot chicks with one guy.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of similarities, though.
Pretty much every show on Three's Company was the same. Like, there would be John Ritter and one of the girls trying to like insult him in the shower, like, well, it's not going to fit there. You got to loop it up more. And then Don Knotts be like this going, it's the same.
Mr. Roper breaking the fourth
hilarious.
wall. Looking at the
No, I
camera
didn't
all the
watch
time.
that show, unfortunately. So
All
let's
right.
talk about it.
We're bunny trailing a little bit here. We always do that. But Andy, you like Flo.
Oh, yes. I love the show, Alice. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I remember we would watch it all the time. And Flo was only there for the first 2 or 3 seasons. But, man, that Kiss My Grits just went nationwide. It was a huge thing. And then she even got her own show called Flo. Yeah. It only lasted like 2 seasons, but I did watch season 1 on a YouTube like a couple of months ago. So, I was a big fan of the Alice show.
Well, Linda Lavin got her fired after that. Linda Lavin got her fired because she got bigger than her on the show. Yeah. And that was her show.
Well, that was Linda Lavin's show, but I followed.
I know. And Polly Holiday was also on Gremlins. You guys know that?
Mm-hmm. Was she?
Yeah,
she
was the bad. She was the bad lady. She was the squishy lady.
She was the old. Yeah,
that was
rich
her
lady in there. Yeah.
The one that got sent up through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I do now. Yeah.
All right, Tim.
Not really much to say about.
Kiss My Grits, Mel.
Rest in peace.
All right, Al.
I never really watched Alice either, to be honest, man. But rest in peace. I knew Kiss My Grits. I know that was like the saying.
They used to have shirts. I remember the shirts. Kiss My Grits.
Oh, yeah, it was a big thing.
It's a huge thing. It was just as big as Star Wars shirts back then. I was like, damn, they're everywhere.
I think I used to have a shirt with Fonzie that said "sit" on it.
Sit on it.
I had the one that went, "Hey."
Is that the episode when Fonzie says "Hey"? Hey.
Oh, right.
Hey.
Well, no, that was like a joke on like Family Guy, I think. Hey, is this the one when Fonzie says "Hey"?
Yeah.
How many times did Fonzie comb his hair during the show?
A lot.
He never had to. Now it's always perfect.
Well, he's always like this. Hey.
Well, I actually don't think. Yeah.
Hey, They always should have had a shirt that said "Sit on it, Potsy," but I never seen that one. That would have been cool. I should make a shirt that says "Sit on it, Potsy."
I guarantee go on like MeTV.com or something. They
Yeah,
have
Sit
it.
on it, Potsy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you MeTV is selling that. I have a Barney Fife shirt from MeTV that I bought.
Any thoughts
Yeah.
on Polly Holiday, Joseph?
Never watched that show in my life.
But you know her from Gremlins, so
Yes, I do.
That's cool. Jerry.
Annoying, obnoxious, and an absolute fucking treasure. She's there and chew that gum. You hear that gum fucking snapping, and the chemistry she had with Vic Tayback, who played Mel, was incredible, man. I mean, it was one of those perfect, perfectly cast sitcoms in that time. I didn't care too much for Alice's son, but other than that, I thought Vera was awesome. Well, Beth
That
Howland
was the girl
great
from the
as Vera.
Facts of Life brother.
Um,
Nancy
yeah,
McKeon's brother.
Yeah,
That's true. He wasn't a McKeon.
Yeah.
Philip, right?
Philip
Philip,
McKeon.
Yeah, but I
Other
also
than that,
also like the telephone.
they want too much on his poor life. You know what I mean? But I want to see what's going on in the diner. That's what I wanted to fucking see. I didn't give a shit about their personal lives. But I mean, her character is one of the most legendary characters in sitcom history, in my opinion. So rest in peace.
So good, I got her fired.
Yep.
So our heavy water 77 segment, Jerry, Tommy, and Jerry and Joseph. Tommy Shaw's birthday's today. Happy 72. Got a plug in.
And he just doesn't look any older than 31.
His voice doesn't sound like he's looking for 72, man.
Yeah, he's definitely a vampire, dude.
Yeah.
So James Young looks horrible. Tommy Shaw looks like a baby still. I mean, it's weird how that affects some people, and some people fucking fountain youth.
And Tommy did a lot of coke. It didn't affect him.
Of course, when Tommy, when Tommy first joined in the 70s, he looked like Dennis said. He looked
12.
Yeah.
With until he finally grew the beard and stuff, he looked 12.
Exactly.
That's why he got away with playing a teenager.
But I mean, what a fucking player, performer, musician, songwriter, absolute fucking legend. Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah.
Go, Joseph.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much more to say than that. I mean, yeah.
Anybody else want to say?
You'd never believe he was 72. Yeah. Never.
Anybody else want to talk about Tommy?
Birthday, Tommy. Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, Tommy.
Tommy rules.
Tommy Shaw.
Tommy rules, man. And then
I say bring back damn Yankees, Tommy Shaw.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about that. There's a little rumor.
Well, no, he's the one. It would be him that would have to be.
Tommy said he loved the guys, but has no interest. A couple weeks.
Jack and Ted keep.
Jack and Ted would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Ted Nugent and Jack Jam
and Michael Cardellini. He's just the drummer. He would do it too. Or Cardellini, whatever his name is.
But he didn't roll off one off. So Tommy didn't roll off like guest appearance every now and then.
But then,
I'm sorry, Mark. I want to hear that third album, man.
I do too. Well, you heard most of those songs were on various.
That's true. You're right. It was, but I want to hear them do it.
I do too. But we got some good news today. Mark David Chapman was denied parole.
I can't hear you clapping.
Shut up. John Lennon's killer.
It's like when Wazoo would open the beer can. I couldn't.
John Lennon's killer was denied parole for the 14th time, and I hope he never fucker.
I guess nothing wrong with keep trying, but good luck, dude. It ain't gonna happen.
No.
Just like Charles Manson, there's no way that motherfucker was getting parole.
You know, Yoko Ono goes to every one of those meetings.
Yeah,
she should.
She goes to every single one.
Hey, did you hear about why she never moved out of the apartment?
No, I never heard, because she still lives there, right?
She still lives at the Dakota. She said they had so many good memories there as a family that why leave it over one incident. She has so many better memories of there than him being killed. And
man, those two, whatever people say, those two loved each other like a love that is hard to understand. Because those two were inseparable. Well, except for
the lost weekend.
The West with a mistress. But besides that.
But then he came back, and they were more in love when he came back than they were when they first got together.
Yeah.
I told that story too, that I met May Pang.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that's one person you're like, you met who? That's weird.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where if you know, you know.
Yeah.
It was a Comic-Con, right?
It was at one of those, chiller theaters or whatever.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She was there one. I don't think I don't. It might not have been Chilla. Actually, no. I think it was Chilla Theater because that's the same time I met. Here's a cast of characters I met. I met May
Yeah.
Pang, Tracy Lords, Keith Emerson. Uh, who else? Who else is there?
Man,
I think
Ace, got
Ace
with
Frehley
Keith
and
Emerson.
Ace Frehley all in with the all
What
in
the,
that day.
what the hell?
Yeah. So
What a great start with May Pang.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of these things is not like the other.
yeah,
I know.
well Tracy Lords too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, man. So we could move on. I don't know why Michael Caine would come out for The Last Witch Hunter 2. I never even heard of The Last Witch Hunter 1. Have you guys heard of that movie?
What is he? What is he like? 90, 91? They said.
It says he's 92.
Wow,
For Vin Diesel, it's coming up.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
never-
a winner.
But I guess he was in The Last Witch Hunter, and I was coming up with The Last
Diesel.
Witch Hunter 2. I never even heard of this movie. And I like Vin Diesel, but I never heard of this movie.
Vin Diesel's
I
best
don't-
role was Groot.
I am Groot. No, I like him in.
I liked Pitch Black. Check
Yeah,
out-
there you go. Pitch Black.
That was
I like
good
the Riddick
movie, yeah.
movies. Those are great.
I was
I'm
never a fan
just
of
saying
them,
that-
but people liked them, so good for them.
And guess what? I lost 32 minutes of my life today. You know why?
Why?
Because
Wanna go
every
Boingo
time you
album?
drink a Diet Coke, you lose 14 minutes of your life.
So you drank two? and
No. No, so you said you lost 32 minutes of your life.
Yeah, I
so
drank
you,
a half of a Diet Coke.
Oh, so you didn't finish the second one?
I didn't finish the second one because I had to go
Never
back
mind,
to work.
never
and
mind the
dump it
chili
out.
dog you ate with all those wonderful ingredients.
Yeah,
All the processed foods I eat, right?
The corn dogs he was sneaking at
It's the
work.
fucking Diet Coke that's going to do you in, not the fucking chili dog.
Or all the processed cheese, right? Or the Kraft
Right.
singles. I don't eat Kraft singles. That's shit. But
You were one of those that ordered the Big Mac fries and the Diet Coke. You know.
No,
You're one
I
of those-
did because I don't like sweet soda.
You're
That's
one
the
of
only
those
reason
guys.
I did it.
I ordered the
But I
fucking-
people do that
the
too, Al, they
McValue double cheeseburgers with freaking a Diet Dr. Pepper.
You forgot the apple pie, Al.
I didn't get the apple and a large fry.
Hey, the apple
Fucking
pies were good, man.
scold your mouth for like an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, but the roof of my mouth that still hasn't healed.
No, I just walk into restaurants and order two fried chickens and a Coke.
Two whole fried chicken.
Two whole fried chickens and a Coke. And some
And some
toast.
toast.
Isn't
Should I
it dry
butter
toast?
jam on that? No,
Isn't
man.
it dry
No, ma'am,
toast?
dry.
Dry.
That's it.
Dry.
And
All right,
Aretha
man.
Franklin Franklin's just looking at them like they got lobsters crawling out of their ears.
So, have you guys ever watched Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and The Closer?
No.
You never
Yep.
watched those shows? Well,
No.
Raymond Cruz, who played Tuco,
Yeah.
he was washing his car and was allegedly sprayed a hose at a woman who he claims was harassing him, and he was arrested on a misdemeanor battery for spraying her with a hose. What is this shit? Tuco would do worse shit to that woman than spray her with a hose. but-
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird times, dude.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. He says these people aren't even his neighbors. They just two women came up to him and just started harassing him for nothing. So he was washing his car and he sprayed him to get away from him, and they arrested him.
I mean, just to even have the police come and take care of somebody that got sprinkled with water. Just
You never watched Breaking Bad, Joseph?
No.
You
What a
tried
great
it. It's a
show.
great
Better
show.
Call Saul.
I'm like 20 years behind
Oh.
on television.
See Nobody too. That movie fucking ruled, by the
Oh
way.
no! I
Follow
seen
it.
Nobody. I need to see Nobody too.
Yeah.
I got my girlfriend in Nobody. She liked it, so now we're gonna go. See
Second
Nobody
one's
too.
better.
I had
They're
to
both
watch.
good, but
I had to
second one's
watch Downtown Abbey last night. It wasn't bad.
Oh,
It wasn't bad.
My apologies.
It wasn't bad. They gave us a catch up before it came on and what happened in the show.
Yeah.
So I caught up. It was cool. I like what's his name's in there. God dang, I forgot his name. He's a good actor. But let's move on.
Okay, the one good actor.
Let's move on. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Creed has a reunion has become officially one of the biggest rock comebacks in recent years, according to Live Nation. Nearly 2 million fans have attended shows across the band's summer of '69 and Are You Ready tours. You guys have any thoughts on that?
That's cool. That's good for
They're,
them.
they're
They're a
raking
good
in the
band,
cash,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
but they're a
Raking
good
in the
band.
men.
I mean,
Yeah,
they've
well,
always they're a very
what
talented
I
band.
like they're getting their due from coming back because I mean they were not nearly as bad as Nickelback, but they were the butt of jokes forever. And now they're finally getting their due a little bit more, and that not just made fun of as much as they were. Also because I know a lot some of their songs are getting popular on TikTok, so you got people like that go see the shows too. So it's a whole new audience of people, honestly.
I think it's because Alter Bridge and they figured out Mark Tremonti can play.
Well, the lead.
No, I guarantee you, most people that went to that show have no clue who Holder Bridge is.
Or Mark
The
Tremonti
lead
is.
singer is a terrible live performer. I saw him at Woodstock '99. He was horrible.
Oh, I like Scott.
Well, he was like
kinda
totally
drugged up.
wasted
He's
too.
wasted.
He's a good studio singer.
I've
but
heard better
live,
things about him now.
Yeah.
I
I like Scott Stapp. I have all the solo albums, by the way. They're pretty good. I got Tremonti's band.
Fans were actually suing the band for bad performances. That's how awful he was.
Oh, back then.
Weren't they in a commercial for something a
No.
couple years ago or a year ago? They did some kind of
Not that I
weird
remember.
commercial. It
Not
was a
that I
funny
remember.
commercial.
But
Yeah, I
you,
have to find it.
you know what I find is funny? Because Alter Bridge is releasing a new album on their YouTube channel. They have the 3 members of Creed are in there and say, hey, the tour is almost over. We need to call Miles. And they call Miles, and his mom answers the phone like he's living on. Hey, can we speak to Miles? And Miles is in the basement with headphones on, reading Alter Bridge lyrics, listening to Alter Bridge crying. He misses them. and they go back. Miles, his mom's calling him. He doesn't hear him because he's listening to Alter Bridge music and crying. And they go, I can't get a hold of him. Okay, we'll call back later, Mrs. Kennedy.
Boy, Mark, alcohol is a hell of a thing. You gave that exact description twice already on this show.
Oh, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Well, I can't remember a week ago. Come on, I'm old.
It was literally 2 days ago, Mark.
Oh, well, that's 2 days ago. Well, these guys didn't hear it.
Just like
All
I
right.
can't remember, I shared the poll in the black suit.
All right, I'm just gonna say I'm done with this. We're done with BS. We're gonna move on to the
Al,
show.
what were you going to
What was your BS, Al?
No, I just want to say I wanted to reflect on 9/11 today because it is 9/11. Me being a New Jersey guy, it hit home, close to home to me. So I always reflect on this day, and God bless the people out, everybody that lost their lives. Fire department and all the officers and all the people in the towers and the planes, whatever. And just I don't know, just want to reflect on that. That's all. People tend to forget now a little bit. So
Yeah, I put
it's
a post
24
up-
years. I know it's going on 25 next year. And I mean, the new generation that didn't live through it, obviously, like a lot of people forget Pearl Harbor because that's so long ago already, but I still reflect on that too.
Me too.
As a generation, years go on, people just tend to forget. So,
Oh yeah,
And
I was teaching at a middle school today, and I mean these kids weren't even born yet when this happened, and it's crazy to think about, and they
To them,
don't
it's
really
just-
understand this.
to them, it's just an event that happened in the history book.
Yeah.
Like when we read about Vietnam War and
Yeah.
But the
or
thing
whatever,
is, we
so.
saw movies about World War II, World War One, Vietnam. Our
Yeah.
generation saw that. Today, they're not making those movies about 9/11. They made like one with Adam Sandler,
No, it wasn't. It was
or
Nick
the
Cage.
flight plane too.
And then they made the one with Nick Cage.
What's the one with the flight they made with Let's Roll? They made that movie too. They made that, but the thing is, those are older movies. They need to start. World War II movies kept going into our.
I mean,
generation.
there's 50,000 documentaries about 9/11 that are out there.
I'm talking about like movies like Tom Hanks.
That's because
made
people don't really
Saving
make those
Private
kind of movies anymore.
It's sad. Those movies rule. That movie, Saving Private Ryan, man. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they'd rather make movies about Barbie.
That movie's
Well,
horrible.
even historical movies in general, they don't make them about recent events like that. They'll make them about. I mean, World War I has been a big thing recently to make movies about. They still do World War II, but
Oppenheimer and stuff like that.
yeah.
But we need to make films about and we need more filmmakers of that era to start making movies of 9/11.
I just think it's a weird thing.
I don't know if 9/11 would really makes
No.
a good movie though. To be honest,
No.
It's
World War
Documentaries
World
they
War
have
One,
are
World War One, and
fantastic.
World War Two. Yeah, you can place the movie in that time period, but you can make a fictional story around it.
Yeah.
I don't know. 9/11 is just kind of like, what are you gonna? What's it gonna? I mean, is it gonna be like? I guess you could make a movie about people in the towers getting out or trying to get
Well, you had
out.
the twin, what was that,
first
the Twin
responders.
Towers with Nick Cage. And,
Yeah, the movie 9/11 with Nick Cage, and then they have.
Yeah.
I never
mean,
even watched that.
Not 9/11 is something that suits more to documentaries than actual
Yeah.
movies.
They
I
had
agree.
they had that
Um,
movie with Adam Sandler where he lost his family in 9/11. I forgot
Yes,
what that was.
but just in general, also it's a weird kind of phenomenon where like we're talking about for the
Rain Over Me.
generation that wasn't there, or that for the
Yeah,
generation
it's
that's
called.
too young to remember, it's something that's so far away. But for the people that did live through it, it still feels too close. Like it's a weird thing like that where it took a while to process that kind of stuff to make those movies, and I still think it's too close, especially in the age we live in where there's so much like second by second footage of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Like you can't fictionalize that. Like there's things you can fictionalize about World War I, World War II, because there's not like specific footage like there is for 9/11. There's not there's not actual footage of specific like the actual Normandy landings.
Yeah.
But you can literally go on YouTube and look up the minute the plane hit the tower. Like that's it's different. It's different.
And freeze frame it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say my memory of 9/11. I put it up on Facebook today. I'm like sleeping. I get a phone call. I'm working at Disney in 2001. In that time, I was there 9 months because I started in January of that year. And I get a call, and I'm just got up for work, get ready for work, and I get a call. Oh, don't come into work today. You're gonna get paid. And I go, why? You don't know what's going on? No, I don't know what's going on. Have you turned on the TV yet? No, I haven't turned on the TV. And just as I turned on the TV and I put the picture up with the post of the second plane hitting the tower, and I was like, I understand this. I was horrified, and I still remember that like it was yesterday. That's horrible.
That's burned in my brain, forever.
Yeah.
On 9/11, 2001, I was at my local VA hospital for an appointment. And you have never witnessed an awe like 20 veterans watching this little TV
Oh shit.
as the planes hit.
Yeah.
I'm still scarred from that day watching what happened and watching the aftermath. The only thing that, like the second day after it, I saw the United States come together as one.
Last time.
For a minute.
And I would like to see that happen again. I think it can happen. I'm going to dream that it can happen. But people, stop arguing. Come together like 9/11. Let's be Americans and not parties.
Well said.
My mom always tells this story because I was very young. I was almost 3, so I remember bits and pieces. I don't remember. I don't have vivid memories of 9/11. But my mom's brother worked in New York City, and being from a small town in Pennsylvania, we don't know what New York City is, how it's laid out. For people like us, everywhere was next to the World Trade Center. So when she's watching when my grandma calls and says turn on the TV, and you see all this stuff, they have no clue where he's at. They have no clue. He could be in the next building over. He could be 5 miles away, and that turned out he was. But because his train got stopped before they even got into the city. So for people like that just you have family there, and you have no idea, that you have no way to contact them. It's before everybody and their brother had a cell phone. You had no way to get in touch with your family, your friends. And when something like that happens, you have no clue. Okay, what building does my relative work in? Are they safe? Are they even nearby? Or where are they at? And you have no idea. And you're just sitting there watching a television and hoping and praying that your relative, your friend, your family member is as far away from there as possible. And it's hard to think about. It really is, just because, I mean, there was so much that people just didn't know, that you couldn't know until sometimes days later, when people that got stuck in buildings, people that got stuck under rubble, people that were sheltering and couldn't get to call their families, and their families had no clue where they were. And it's scary to think about. It really is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say thank you for the first responders. Thank you for everyone there. And I hate the Yankees, but the Yankees brought the country together with that first game back, baseball when baseball.
Yeah.
George Bush nailing that first.
And the
George
Mets
Bush
too.
nailing that first pitch
Don't
was
forget
awesome.
about the Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets, Mike Piazza had like the most historic home run. It was the first game back in New York City.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Yeah, that was a magic moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, George Bush walking out in the
Mike
mound, no
Piazza,
security,
Mark. Mike Piazza.
no security, just throws a fucking strike, man. That was cool.
Remember
That
that?
was, one of those most. And I've been to 9/11. I went in 2006. I went when it was still just a slab, which is very eerie to step in there. And a few years ago, probably about 3 years ago, they fixed up the plaza. They finished all that. And
Yeah,
but
I've been
it's
to
still-
the 9/11 museum. It's very profound. Yeah.
but it's
They keep
still,
denying the ghost adventurers from going there.
it's
They won't
still,
let them do a show there.
even though they polished everything up, and these buildings are beautiful, and it's a beautiful square, but still you can still feel the same way that I felt when it was just an empty slab. This Sunday on my radio show on Cranium Radio, the first set is going to be all songs with New York in the title. Is the way I'm going to start off the show. I remember when that happened. I heard it on the radio because I would listen to a lot of talk radio, and back then the news was on, and I was driving to work because it happened at 8:53 my time here, and I had to be at work at 9, and I didn't understand exactly what was going on. I thought it was the anniversary because a couple of years before that, something had happened at the World Nations building.
They had the
So I
bombing
thought-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that's what they were talking about. When I got to work, my boss had told me what had happened. We had it, and we had a little boom box in the corner of the pharmacy, and we had on the news like all day long. And I remember even a couple of days afterwards, I felt some kind of weirdness around us. That there was an eerie feeling, even down here in Houston, Texas, being so far away from New York City, but it just affected the whole nation so much that something like that happened on our ground. We're used to watching the news, this happening in different countries, but this doesn't happen in America. And I just remember everybody took a step back and kind of reflected, and I remember the U.S. flag was everywhere, on yards and all that, and we really did group together.
Car antennas, that was the big one.
And
Yeah.
the seventh
Flag on a
inning,
car
they were
antenna,
singing
it
"God Bless America" at baseball
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Baseball. That was amazing to see those two teams in New York come out back and play. That said, "Hey, let's move on, guys.
And Bush
let's
coming out
unify."
the way that he did, that is the sign of a leader that went out and did
Actually,
that.
here's a little trivia. You know what the first live event actually was?
What?
SmackDown.
I thought it was Raw.
It was SmackDown
It was SmackDown. It was a lot of them.
because
It was
because
SmackDown, yeah.
because
It was,
it,
you're
because 9/11 was on a Monday,
You're right. You're right.
so they canceled Raw that night. They filmed SmackDown, and Lillian Garcia did
Was
the
that a
national
Monday or
anthem.
a Tuesday?
It was
I
a
thought it was-
Tuesday.
Oh, it was a Tuesday. You're right. Yeah,
It was a Tuesday.
yeah, you're right. And then later in the week, they did SmackDown, and Lillian Garcia sang the national anthem. That's talk about powerful. That was.
I usually make a. Yeah, it's on a Tuesday because I usually make a post every year about the albums that were released on that day.
Yeah.
One of them's that Dream Theater live scenes in New York with the flaming New York
Towers.
City. And I remember I went to the next day. I had a friend that worked in Compact Disc World near my job that I worked at the time, and then I'm like, you know what, man? Because I know they released it that day, but obviously I didn't go to the record store that day. It was just too much chaos. I think people closed fucking stores early.
Everything
Yeah, I
closed.
bet. Yeah.
Everything just shut down. But it was either a day or two later. I took a ride to CD World, and my friend that worked behind the counter, like I asked him about it, and they had already pulled it down, but they had it like behind the counter, like hidden. He's like, I have it. I'll sell it to you, but I think they're gonna pull it. So I bought that, and I remember on that same day, I think God Hates Us All by Slayer was released.
Yeah, it was.
Um, so yeah, it was just some eerie coincidences, man.
Yeah.
I remember like later, I think like a month or two later, I think they reissued they reissued the Dream Theater album with a different cover.
without the New York. It was
But they
just
did
their
have
logo on it.
But they have this. I think they had this. They also released like this special edition. It was like a little box set. You got like the CD and a T-shirt in it. And I think they put those CDs in the box set, like hidden.
Yeah, they
Because they probably pressed up so many. They would
Yeah.
have lost so much money,
Yeah.
destroying them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and to a lesser degree, the Strokes' debut album came out at that time, and they pulled a song on there called "New York City Cops." They had pulled it before they did a proper release of it because they felt that, even though they were being critical about it, they felt like that wasn't the time to do it.
Yeah.
So they pulled it.
But I agree with you guys. Going to the 9/11 memorial in the museum that's something that everybody needs to do.
Yeah, I live in New Jersey. I never even went, man.
My whole family went about about 6 or 7 years ago, and it was something else. And my dad for 30 plus years was a firefighter in our area. And when you walk around a corner, they have one of the fire trucks in the museum it was one of the ladder trucks with the entire cab smashed in from when the building fell. And they have the entire truck sitting there. And my dad almost lost it seeing that.
Yeah.
And just because like knowing that experience and still to this day, one of the most somber things from the footage of 9/11 is all those people running away from the buildings and the fire trucks going the other way towards them.
People jumping off you to get burned.
Yeah.
Take a chance and jumping off.
And you know that as you see all those people running away, those firefighters had to know what they were going towards. That there was something that they knew that there was a pretty good chance they weren't coming back from. Yeah. And they still went and they still did everything they could and saved as many people as they could.
Yeah. Hey, Andy.
Well, God bless them, man.
Yeah.
Andy.
Anyway, let's get to something happy, man.
Let me tell Andy
70
something.
shit.
He's going to play songs about New York, but there's 3 songs I think you should play. Let's Roll by Neil Young, and Heaven 9/11 by Tesla, and September by Sweet and Lynch.
Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift.
You know me. It doesn't have New York in the title.
But they're talking about September 11th.
But that's not necessarily what he's.
I know.
But it's not just about 9/11. It's also a celebration of the city.
Okay, New York City by The Cult.
New York Minute by Don Henley's a great
That's a good one.
That's a good song.
All right, well let's roll out of
Everything can change.
Yeah, like I got
in the New York Minute.
I got New York by U2 is on there, and because I've already kind of started it, and in the New York State of Mind by Billy Joel is on there.
Yeah, well. you got to have a Billy Joel song.
A few more. I've got a few more in there. Oh yeah, and it's going to start off with "The Rising" by Bruce Springsteen.
Nice.
Every time I hear that album, it was released in 2002, but to me,
that was a response to all those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I hope you play New York City by The Cult. That's a good one. New York City.
Well, then Mark, you need to get in the chat room and request.
It's kind of hard on Sundays. I'm not home. I try.
You live on your cell phone anyway, so
yeah. But I don't get in the chat room because somebody else will be there. But I'm cool. I talk to Jerry texting on the way home on his show and tell him he's doing a great job. So maybe I'll do that for you, Andy. I'll listen to you on the chat and text you.
All right, cool, man.
All right, man. Let's get into. You want to do the
waiting.
You want to do the countdown, Jerry, or you want me to do the countdown? All right, man. I love you, Jerry. Drink a beer, dude. Get your water out. All right. Let's start with number 11. I'm going to start with you, Jerry. 1970s artist, the bands of the decade, man.
Yeah, I go with Bad Company, man. I mean, those first 3 albums, their fucking debut, Straight Shooter, and Run with the Pack, man, are fucking a great way to start your career out, man. I'm telling you, those 3 albums are hot. Nick Rouse and Paul Rogers and Boz Burrow and Simon Kirk, right? Yeah, fuck. What a great band they were, man.
I was going to say we need 2 more people and we look like the Brady Bunch. Just...
Al would be Alice.
Sorry.
Al's in
I
the
would
middle.
be.
Alice.
You're in the middle.
Get it? Alice.
On my
I don't
screen,
see.
you're-
I'm not in the middle of my.
in my screen, you're in the middle, Al.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Joe's
me
in the
too.
middle of my screen.
Yeah.
That can be fixed though. I can move you around here. I can move you here.
All right, Joseph, what's your
All right. So as you know, I always have a philosophy when I do these things. I can't just make a list. I have to have I have to set parameters for myself, or I'll drive myself out of my skull. What I did for this was, for me, it had to be an artist that released a decent amount of albums in the 70s. It couldn't be someone that just came out in like 78 and they had two amazing albums in the 70s, and then they had some amazing albums in the 80s. We all know where I'm going on that. And I can't count that towards the 70s. And there's a couple bands that really straddled both decades, and I find it hard not to include them, but I don't think I can put them over some of these other bands when it comes to 70s output. So a lot of these bands put out a ton of albums in the 70s. There's one or two that didn't have a ton of albums in the 70s, but definitely there's a lot of these that it's quantity, that it put out so many amazing albums in the decade of the 70s. And my first pick is definitely one of those, who put out probably 10 albums plus some live albums in the 70s, most of which were fantastic, and that is David Bowie. Starting out the 70s in 1970 with The Man Who Sold the World, all the way through the Berlin Trilogy at the end of the decade, just putting out fantastic music. Hunky Dory, Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane, Diamond Dogs, Young Americans, and then Station to Station, the Berlin Trilogy. Just so much amazing music in that decade from start to finish, and covering so many different sounds, and as always evolving like he did, and just fantastic decade of music. The only reason he's not higher on my list is because I came into Bowie later, so he doesn't have the personal attachment to me that some of these other bands do. Because like Mark and Andy were both saying, yeah, I couldn't be objective on this. A lot of this is coming down to my personal favorites,
Of course.
So but I had to include David Bowie just for sheer amount of amazing albums released in the decade.
I had him on my list, but I took him off today for somebody else.
Well, then I'm glad I mentioned him.
That's a great pick, Joseph. Tim.
All right. First of all, this list drove me fucking insane.
I know. You're welcome.
Yeah, bite me. All right. My number 11, and if I'm starting off at 11 with this band, then you know that tells you what this list is. I've changed it 7 fucking times so far. And I still might change it as we go along. My number 11 is Deep Purple.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
Beautiful.
Al, you're number 11.
Mark 2 and Mark 3.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
Al,
And
you're
Mark
number
4, the one album that they put out.
That's right.
I didn't even think about the Mox, just the fucking name. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Tim and I are thinking alike because I'm going Deep Purple as well for my number 11. Yeah, awesome. You know, they could be higher on my list, but there's just Deep Purple was just a band kind of like I discovered later on. It wasn't like when I was a kid, I was really listening to them. I didn't listen to them until much later, after like all the other bands that I loved growing up. But they have to be on my list because I love the hell out of them, man. You know, and Blackmore, you know, it's fucking amazing. So Deep Purple, my number 11.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, the way that I did this, so I don't drive myself crazy, is that they had to have great, strong longevity throughout the decade. They had to have at least 5 classic albums, and I mean 5 badass albums before they made my list. And then I ranked those albums. That's how I ranked this. But mine's going to be Deep Purple as well. And let me tell you why they're starting at 11, because I'm not a big fan of Mark III. Oh, I paid attention to the marks. Boy, did I pay attention to the marks. So I put them at number 11 because I like the first half of their 70s output. So that's why they're starting off at a number 11. They were a fantastic band there with Mark II. And in fact, if I had to rank them, I prefer Mark One over 3 and 4. But yeah, I'm going to start them at number 11, and it pains me because I love Mark II, but that lasted only up to 74, so it's only the first half of the decade. So that's why I put them where I did.
All right, Mark.
My list, honestly, these are just like my favorite 11 bands, honestly. There's just like there were so many great acts, soul artists, bands in the 70s. I just went with like the bands that I enjoy the most. And since when you serve in the
I
military,
really think this list is just kind of designed like that, dude. I mean, you're picking your top 11,
yeah.
1970. I mean, come on, you're not gonna throw something in there just to be fucking, I don't know,
Fucking
different and
trendy,
shit.
trendy, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be
Yeah.
trendy. I'm picking all the bands I love.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't mean
Yeah.
to cut you off there,
No,
buddy.
no, it's fine. But like I said, I was when I looked at the list, I said, "Oh man, this is gonna take me forever." So I just did a quick list, real quick, and these were like my bands I listened to the most when I was growing up, and I continued to listen to even as an adult. The ones that got me through Navy deployments, I went on 3 of those. I used to I would think of all right, what were the tapes and sets I put in my Walkman to get through my mid watches when I was in the Navy. And this
Wow.
one. This
Sound
one
like
is,
me, Mark.
this one is one of my favorite guys. Didn't have a bunch of classic albums, but Soul, that was the greatest hits album that everybody learned about, and that's the Steve Miller Band. I'm going for number 11.
That's a good
There
one.
you go. Good pick.
Yep. But
They were a very busy band in the 70s. Very
like I
busy.
said, I think we'll have some of the same picks, but it's gonna be like a shuffle. We'll
I'm gonna take
put
something
them
off
on.
my list. I just remembered
Yeah, that's
another
such
band.
a great pick.
You guys are all talking about something else, and you guys
Because
already.
he really did catch fire there in the mid 70s. Boy,
Yeah,
did he
it was
catch
it was
fire.
it was those two albums in the mid
I
'70s that
double
really.
checked it today. The greatest hits album sold 15 million.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
5 million.
and the funny thing is, aside from one track, the greatest hits album is basically just all from 2 albums.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, but that's how I discovered Mouse was the greatest hits album.
And I moved back into the early 70s, and they really have a really good blues sound, a really good band.
Well, hopefully he comes back and does one more tour.
I just took off 2
Depends on the weather.
I just changed my list again because you guys picked a lot of this band, and I'm going, shit, I could put these other 2 bands in there I love from the 70s. So I go, yeah.
I'm not changing anything.
Here we go.
Those bands are covered. No, I'm not doing it because you picked it, because I wanted to pick these bands and it was killing me for a while. So it's good because they were covered. But I know this band will get covered, especially by Jerry and maybe Al and Joseph, maybe, and
Maybe all of
Andy.
us.
No, Pink Floyd, number 11. My favorite era of Pink Floyd without Sid Barrett.
And with Roger Waters.
And with Roger Waters. David Gilmour. And the other 3 members rule. Roger Waters was a genius. Just because he's a dick doesn't mean I don't like his music. So I'm going for Pink Floyd, my number 11.
He's always been a dick.
Yeah, but he's been a dick more lately than he's ever been.
No,
No, not really. If you follow him,
really.
In public to his band, he's always been a dick.
No,
No, he's been a
now,
dick about
now,
world events.
now he just has a social media platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been this way.
Those are the type of people that you should keep off the internet.
Mhm.
Because there's a few million that you should keep off of the internet. I tell you that.
All right.
Yeah.
So Jerry, you're number 10, brother.
Yeah, wow, what a run of albums this band had. Fucking the Eagles, man.
Fuck, I forgot about
Not
that.
a not a
I'm not
bad
changing.
one in the 70s. That fucking thing they did in 2006 or whatever. That album kind
Yeah.
of sucked, but man, what a run of albums, man. Debut,
Border.
Desperado, what fucking one of these nights.
On the border.
Hotel California, the long run. Fuck. I mean,
The long run was
count.
80s.
I mean, you count many
No, it
bad
wasn't.
songs on
Was
your
it?
hand,
Oh.
on one hand. You know what I mean? That they had. I mean, incredible fucking songwriting, dude. I mean, I mean, you know the music. What more do I need to say, dude? I mean, what a fucking band, dude.
Awesome.
All right, Joseph, you're number 10.
All right. This is an artist that we've talked about quite a bit lately because they just put out a brand new album that I think is pretty gosh darn good. And started out the decade as a band. Finished up the decade as a solo artist under the same name. Ton of great albums. Of course, I'm talking about Alice Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Starting out, Love It to Death, Killer, $1 Billion Babies. Not a huge fan of Hustle Lover School's Out, but then we get stuff like Welcome to My Nightmare and Goes to Hell and From the Inside to close out the decade. Just some really fantastic albums. Just a great run, in my opinion. Yeah, just some fantastic stuff from Alice Cooper in the 70s.
You're right. School's Out is weird.
It is a weird album.
It really is.
I have to be in a very specific mood for it.
Yeah, you really do.
I got it in vinyl with the panties.
The paper panties.
Yeah,
You probably tried them on too, didn't you?
Hey, I told you that in private.
Or
bitch.
Yeah, thanks for that visual now.
Well, shit. I can't tell you nothing.
They didn't
Jerry.
fit though.
Just called me out. All right, Tim, what's your number 10?
That's the Jerry I want to see. Come on.
Yeah, that's
My
the
number
Jerry we want to
10
see.
is a band, as far as I'm concerned, ruled the 70s.
And why are they so low on your list then? Okay, I'll shut up.
Because he redid his list seven times.
That
Don't you
didn't mean
remember?
I thought they ruled, but they ruled. Al's wearing their shirt. Yes.
Oh, well, that's a good pick. I mean, you're right.
Hey, spoiler alert, Kiss isn't on my list.
No shit.
Okay, Daryl Hall.
That's not a spoiler. That's a given.
Hey, I like Alive too.
Hey,
They're great
let's go
fucking
hanging
albums.
fruit. What do you want?
Does not make a decade for me though. But Al, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is the amazing Blue Oyster Cult.
Thank you. I felt so bad leaving them off my list.
You left them off your list.
They're an honorable mention.
Actually, I feel bad putting them at number 10, but
yeah,
there's so many like other amazing favorite bands of mine. As a matter of fact, it's it's so funny, man. Like Tim's all like, I did my list 7 times. I fucking did this shit in like half hour, bro.
Me too. In 10 minutes.
I'm like,
If that.
I mean, I know my favorite favorite 70s bands. And I believe me, I have a ton of 70s bands that I love, but come on, man. If you're not gonna know your fucking top 10, dude, you know.
Too many though.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. For me, it was just like boom, 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 done.
I just gotta say, we just did that Mirrors episode, and I put up the notes today, and I called you a Blue Oyster Cult expert.
Yeah.
And you didn't pick them in the 70s?
It actually shows you how strong of a decade of music the 70s
I
is.
just say, you're the resident expert on that band.
When it comes to a subject like this,
now I'm going to give it to Al.
They are
expert.
written right here on my honorable mentions. They are
yeah,
right there.
when it comes to a subject like this, you're better off just doing the first 11 that come to your mind because you'll drive yourself fucking crazy trying to change
I
it.
did. I'm first to admit it.
All right, Andy, what's your number 10?
Yeah, and leave it to my partner Andy to fucking go over like with a comb, fine tooth comb. Like I gotta make this.
Andy and I are the ones that always get so anal about. Okay, what are our top 5 on this? And
he like puts on his scientist fucking coat and shit.
Everything he does, he's well thought of what he does.
I come home a half hour before the show. Let me scribble out fucking 10.
I still haven't done my review for Testament.
I gotta do this.
I still haven't done that yet.
Hey, I just want to say I put Scribble in a timeout, and we don't want to do other people's list if they're not on the show. Anyways, it bogs down the show. Sorry, Scribble. I'll bring you back as a friend in the month.
Bring it up.
All right, back to you, Andy.
Well, so he knows why I wasn't doing his list.
Yeah, my number 10 pains me to put him this low, but I absolutely love this band. I talk about them a lot, but the Allman Brothers, I gotta put them at number 10.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Great. Yeah, that's a great one. I didn't think about that band. Great.
But great band, but then they start to lose their
steam,
their momentum coming 76, because even after Eat a Peach, they still have Brothers and Sisters, which is a fantastic album. But But after that, there were a couple of years that were, kind of topsy turvy. Leonard Skinner kind of took over
Yeah,
the Southern rock and
because
Southern
Greg Allman was with
Oh.
Cher. That's why,
Leonard Skinner. Shit, I forgot about that band.
stuff like that. So, but that first again, for those first 5 years, the Allman Brothers,
Oh,
were
absolutely
just
amazing, man.
and to the point that it still resonates today. Those 5 years that they did it's going to last a lifetime. So, Allman Brothers is my number 10.
Everybody needs a copy of at Fillmore East in their
I
collection.
have that on vinyl.
Yeah.
Fucking great
Yeah,
album, man.
That's great.
Mark.
There's gonna be an echo on here. They already been picked. Number 10, Blue Oyster Cult. And I thought I was just very clueless growing up. I thought they had 3 songs: Godzilla, Burning for You, Don't Fear the Reaper, because that's all you'd hear on the radio.
Yep.
Got to the Navy, and some guy says, "Dude, Blue Oyster Cult," and he showed me like that's the thing. You have tapes that you share in the Navy, and you exchange like, "Here, listen to this." It was one side a whole bunch of Blue Oyster Cult side, and the other side Blue Oyster Cult, and I got to listen to like pretty much all the deep tracks, like Astronomy, Extraterrestrial.
Oh God, yeah.
Golden Age of Leather, and I'm like, this is great. And that's the thing about Blue Oyster Cult. You really can't like pinpoint, okay, what is the exact genre are they? They're just Blue Oyster Cult. That's all they have.
Yep.
So that's my pick, Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, I just want to know, did you guys sing In the Navy on the ship? I'm gonna move on.
We went through this a couple
I'm
days
gonna
ago.
make me
I know I said it a couple days ago. It's
Mark,
a running joke.
Here's what I did. I'm like,
Dead.
I don't
You
want no
killed
part
it.
of that.
No, but you know what we do? We watch the volleyball scene in Top Gun over and over.
Yeah.
We watch
Yeah.
Tim's favorite movie.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so-
Start making
thought
me
that
a
movie
boo
fucking
sign.
sucked.
And then you put Playing with the Boys in the boombox too, yeah.
Then I got my number 10.
No, actually, we don't do that part though.
I got my number 10. Billy Joel. The greatest output he ever was in
Absolutely.
the 70s.
Absolutely.
I love his 80s stuff, but nothing compares to his 70s stuff. And I wasn't going to move him into the 80s to put other people in here because he belongs in the 70s.
Even though he sounds like a chipmunk on the first album.
I don't care.
I love Cold Spring Harbor.
But no, but they messed up the speed on the album.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, no, when you buy it's speed corrected now when you buy a remaster.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember the first time I heard it, like, wow.
Yeah.
We did do a review of that album with Lee, Cold Spring Harbor, on Freeform.
I love that album, man.
Yeah, I liked it too. I thought it was, and Lee said, "Well, this is an album that nobody likes," and I go, "Let's do it." I love Billy Joel, but Billy Joel, man, one of my favorite artists of all time, man. I had to put him in here.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go.
70s output is the output that he fucking rules. I love his 80s stuff too. But
it reminds me of that scene from Step Brothers. it's the 80s only Billy Joel tribute band. Some guys yelling from the crowd, "Play something from the Stranger." I'm sorry. We're strictly an 80s Billy Joel cover band.
I love that scene too. But
man, I gotta get that movie, man.
Doo-wop Billy Joel sucks. Hey, fuck you.
Tell who about it. Yeah. I love An Innocent Man. That's a great album, by the way. But
he's got good stuff in the 80s.
He's got great stuff in the 80s.
Yeah, but you're right, because I was thinking about all the albums. You're right. 70s is a lot better than the 80s.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
he had more output in the 70s than he did in the 80s, by the way.
And really good stuff.
Yeah.
As far as like number of albums, it's about the same.
About the same?
Yeah.
And I don't care what Jerry says. We Didn't Start the Fire is a good song because you learn history when you
Thank
It's
you.
a good song. It's a great song.
I love that song.
I love that song too.
And the band who redid it,
You
changed
learn.
history.
You
I don't
actually
like
learn
it.
about when the Dodgers moved from Brooklyn to LA.
Mhm.
Thank you. You stop kissing out to me, Mark. It's okay.
Yes, but that was a terrible cover when they switched it.
Yeah, it was horrible. Who did that?
I think
Fall Out
it
Boy.
was
Fall Out Boy sucks anyways.
yeah.
Fall Out Boy makes me want to fall out of my chair. Oh my god. That band
I was
sucks.
about to say fall One Tree Hill, but I knew that didn't sound right.
I had a stepdaughter who loved Fall Out Boy, and you know what? I didn't discourage her because she liked Fall Out Boy, and I said, you know what? You're liking something that's rock and roll. I'm happy for you.
Sorta.
You know,
Well,
no,
it's a
I
good-
didn't.
It's,
I
it's
didn't
a good.
put.
It's a good thing Fall Out Boy didn't come out in the 70s. What's next?
All right, Jerry, what's your number
Thank God.
9?
Oh, sorry.
Good job, Joe.
You guys remember wacky package stickers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Those things are fucking funny still. But anyway, what do I got? Oh, I'm gonna go with Journey, man. Fucking I had somebody over a couple weeks ago. We were watching their Lollapalooza concert live, and he just goes, you know what? Neil Schoen's he sucks. I looked at him like,
Get out.
I had a heart attack.
I like, you're joking, right? He says, I just don't see anything about him that I think that's good about him. What? Really? Do you play the guitar? No, I just don't. I mean, I guess it's okay if you don't like the music per se, but to say that Neil Schon sucks as a guitar player is
That's ridiculous, bro.
asinine, man. Come on,
That's just
dude.
ridiculous.
I mean, he's still my friend, even though I said he's not my friend anymore. But yeah, I didn't understand that because we're halfway through. I think we were watching the end solo in Stone in Love or something. I can't remember what it
What?
was,
That's
but-
one of the best solos ever.
And
know, right?
it's like Neil Sean's he sucks, man. I just think this guy sucks as a guitar player. I'm like, all right, man. I didn't pursue it anymore. I just was in fucking I was stunned for a second. But we all have our opinions, I guess. But anyway, I think he's a fucking fantastic guitar player.
He's one of the best.
And yeah, I mean, absolutely. Dude,
he's
dude's
in my
an
top
early
10.
shredder,
He's in my
man.
top 10, dude. He's in my top
I mean,
10.
he hung with the guys in fucking Stars video, man. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, I think he's got a little guitar solo in the
He
Stars.
hung with Carlos Santana.
Yeah. He was like, what, 15 years old or something like that?
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking awesome, dude.
He
I
jammed.
would love
I
to
just
see
heard-
that.
I just heard he has he just trademarked what was it, like something Journey, like not he's gonna do something like, I guess, like something kind of like that, but something that he trademarked a name that has Journey in it, but it's like, I don't remember what the other name of it is. But I bet he's gonna do like another kind of thing like that where he goes out and plays like old shit. Because that's just called Neil Sean, right? Or is
Yeah,
it?
it's Neil
Journey
Sean,
Through
Journey
Time.
Through Time.
Yeah.
Was that
That was
Journey
a
Through
great
Time.
album.
Journey
and,
Through Time? But it's not
Greg
called
Rowley
that.
got pissed. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
called
Yeah,
that.
he's
this
not
time.
gonna. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have Greg Raleigh back. Unfortunately, I thought that was a great show, but
Yeah, we got that on CD and DVD.
yeah,
Great
fucking
show.
awesome. Maybe he'll bring Steve Perry with him.
I don't
Never
think
know.
that's gonna happen.
He always invites Steve Perry to come all the time. He says, "We'd love to have the guy come on and do a
Maybe
couple
you can
songs."
get Jeff Scott Soto back.
He didn't. He was an awesome singer, dude, but he did not.
No, he
He
didn't
was
fit
not
that
a
band
Journey
at all.
singer, man. He was not a Journey singer, man. Absolutely not. But yeah. Anyway, back to their music. I mean, their first 4 albums without Steve Perry were fucking. Our first 3 albums, I mean, without Steve Perry, were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Which is
I
why
love it.
I love this so much, because they play
Yeah.
so much of that stuff.
Of a Lifetime.
love that.
Fucking great songs.
Weren't you the
man.
one who showed me that?
Yep.
Yep. And I went.
Yeah.
Me and Jerry went and bought it because he.
Yeah, you
showed
guys
us.
both bought it when I
Yeah,
shared
we
it.
both went
Yeah.
bought that because he.
Well, this
showed
was
us.
a heck of a deal. It was like what, $12 for this thing?
$12. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolute fantastic fucking CD and video, dude.
Mhm.
I played those songs on my radio show too, the live versions, man.
You know, Dean Casanova sounds more like Steve Perry than Steve Perry.
Now. Yeah.
The dude could fucking sing, dude. I'm telling you, man. I don't know why he doesn't sing more, but well, he told me why he doesn't like being with that, not behind his drum set. But he was in front a lot there on this concert. He
Yeah.
was in front of the mic a lot. But
Mother,
I
father,
don't know.
man.
Yeah.
fuck, dude, what a great song, dude.
What a great.
And the
fucking
and the best part about this song, about this,
How
is
do you
that they
pull
don't
that out
play it-
so quick?
because it was literally sitting next to me because I was reorganizing my CDs. But the best part about this is they don't play "Who's Crying Now."
Right.
Ah,
Or
fuck.
Send Her My Love.
Or
I
Send
love
Her My
those
Love.
songs. I love those songs.
Never ending track from hell. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on, Joseph.
But dude, I'm just saying. I mean, you can not like Journey's music, but to say that Neil Sean sucks is total
Right.
fucking asinine, man. Sorry. I mean, it's like saying people say Trevor Rabin sucks, but I'm like, really? I mean, you might not like his music, but to say that he sucks as a guitar player, really? Yeah. Get your head checked.
Hey, Joseph, what's your number
Yes.
9?
This next band is a band that is very important to me personally, and is a band that I've been happy to really champion on the show. I know Tim has talked about them quite a bit as well, and I've gotten Jerry into this band, and their run of albums in the 70s to me is just absolutely fantastic, and that is Nazareth.
I knew you were going to say that.
Just so many amazing albums. Their first two albums are kind of a little unheralded. There's some good stuff on there, but they're not nearly as good as when they ended up signing with A&M Records. And then from 73 on, they just put out multiple albums pretty much every year, and just fantastic stuff. Razum and Naz, Loud and Proud, Rampant, Hair of the Dog, Close Enough for Rock and Roll, Expect No Mercy, No Mean City. Just so many great classic albums that influence so many bands, because there wouldn't be an AC/DC without Nazareth. There wouldn't be a Guns N' Roses without Nazareth. There wouldn't be a lot of these bands that we all love and that blew up in rock and roll without Nazareth. They've all said as much. I mean, it just underrated as hell, but what a run of albums in the 70s for me. Just great stuff from them.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
All right, Tim, you're number 9.
My number 9, going with a band from England. And they had an absolute tear in the 70s. And they were good in the 80s, too. Don't get me wrong, they were great in the 80s, but they had an absolute tear in the 70s. Fat Bottom Girls, Queen.
Fucker.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that 70s stuff, man. It's
A lot
unbelievable.
of us might pick that band, by the way.
News of the World. I mean, come on.
Queen 2.
Queen too.
Queen too.
That's
Queen
my go-to,
1.
man.
God,
Those
Queen
first
1.
The first
Sheer
three
Heart
albums
Attack.
to me are the
Yeah,
best.
Sheer Heart Attack.
Sheer Heart Attack.
2 and
News of the
debut
World.
were, man.
Yeah, god damn.
Night at the Opera.
Can't forget Hot
Night
Space.
at
Yeah, it's the opera, yep.
I like to forget Hot Space, but
Yeah.
Well, Heights Bus was in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
so
1980.
They ain't
80,
making
I
the
think.
80s list.
Like I said, I mean, they had a
Sorry.
great run in the 80s, too, but the 70s were just, their stuff was absolutely
But they-
stellar. as far as
They
I'm
finished strong in the 90s, though. I'll give them that
Yep.
much, man.
Innuendo, man.
The
Great.
70s was their decade.
I mean, Made in Heaven, you can throw that one out, but Innuendo,
That doesn't
fucking,
count. That doesn't
Innuendo and America.
Innuendo.
Innuendo is an amazing
Yes.
end of their career, man.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
That's one of those. I count that as their final album, and that's
I do
easily in my probably top 3 or 4 final
The sh-
albums from a
When I
band.
listen to that song, the show must go on. It makes
Hey, do we
me
ever do
cry.
a show like that? Best final albums?
I think
I think
we did a
you
show.
guys did. I think on Black Spinner, I think you guys
Yeah,
did.
we did a show like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was definitely in a lot of people's lists. Innuendo was.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Black
There's
Spinner-
two that
Black
there's two
Spinner
that, there's
rules,
two
man.
that always
You
come
guys
to my
need to check
mind,
out
and
that
Innuendo is one of them.
I watch all of them. Great shows, man.
Thank
so
you.
much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Appreciate it, man.
All
I mean,
right.
it's been harder now because we used to do them live, and that's when I used to watch them. I don't see them live
They
anymore.
still do them live. They
No,
all
we
do
do
see them on
They do
Facebook
them live.
anymore.
No, it goes.
It's on YouTube.
It goes
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube.
See,
It
I
goes
used to watch
YouTube.
it on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, I've been getting lazy on posting them on Facebook. I'm sorry about that,
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's fine, dude. That's where I used to
Hey,
sit there and watch it when I was sleeping.
Al shares all your stuff, and then I just share it to my page
Yeah,
because
I know he does. I
he
know.
shares it in
Really
our
appreciate it.
groups all the time. So I just share it on my personal page.
But I did catch
Yeah.
last night's show. It was a good show.
Tuesday, you mean?
I was hoping
Tuesday,
you guys
excuse me,
got.
Tuesday.
I was.
I don't know what fucking.
Are
day
you
it
guys
is.
Oh, with
still gonna
Jaren?
get? Are you
That
still
dude's
gonna,
cool, man. I like him.
Are you
He's a
still
very
gonna
nice
get
guy,
Anthony
man.
Quarter on there, or is he not gonna come on?
What's that?
Anthony Quarters.
No, he's gonna come. He messaged me, but he just couldn't do it Tuesday. But he's gonna be on a future show.
I love that guy.
He was
Yeah.
a nice
Great guy,
guy
man.
at Rockin' Pod. Yeah,
We got
he was
pictures
really
with
cool.
him. Fucking great
Really
guy,
cool
man.
dude.
All right, so Al, you're number 9.
My number 9 is Judas Priest.
The
The 70s stuff. The 70s stuff is just crushes, dude.
Oh,
I like their 80s stuff too, some of it, but 70s, man. And I even like rock and roll, but starting
I
with
like
Sad,
rock and roll too.
but starting with Sad Wings to the live album. I mean, just fucking dude, just incredible band, bro. That just helped, modernize metal, into the 80s and shit. So yeah, Hellbent for Leather, Sin After Sin. My favorite, Stained Class. So that's my favorite studio album. But goddamn, Unleashed in the East, bro. That's probably my favorite metal live album of all time. So anyway, Judas Priest, my number 9.
You ain't wrong
Well,
on that, but I
I'm
might
wrong
pick
now.
Judas Priest later in this
I
decade.
missed that one. I missed that one.
That was one that it was one of those that straddled the decades for me that I was just like, I mean, their first album that I love really it didn't come out till 76, and it was kind of hard for me to put that over bands that had been putting out stuff. There's one band coming up that was later in the decade that I had to include, but Priest was one of those that's like, oh, I really want to, but I couldn't put it over some of this other stuff.
Same thing here. They might be in the next decade.
The
So-
thing, a Judas Priest with me is that I'm ashamed that I didn't put him on there. I made this list so quickly. It's like whatever I listen to the most and what's ever been in my life the longest went in this list.
All right, Andy, you're number 9.
Yeah, I've been saying for years that I'm not a Queen fan. Well, recently, I've been delving a little bit more into them. And Innuendo is a CD I bought not too long ago, which was great. And when I met our great buddy Jerry there, we exchanged gifts, and he got me this double Queen 2 Greatest Hits.
Nice.
Well, thank
Great
you, Jerry.
album.
I've already opened it and spun it a couple of times.
That is a great collection of stuff
Yeah,
from
it
the
really
80s.
is. It really is. And,
They have like the maroon one too.
Yeah, that's the 70s stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's
The blue-
the 80s stuff.
The blue one's the 80s stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got this from Andy, a really cool fucking heavy water bottle with all these cool bands.
Oh,
that's
logos on it
awesome.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, my wife had ordered those stickers. At first, she just put music stickers, and we got them, and they were all band logos. We're like, no way. So, and in fact, here's mine because we both had gotten one. So, mine's got no effects and ACD.
It's cool because it's like a charger and shit. Pretty
Yeah, it's
fucking
also
cool.
got a phone charger in the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Pretty
Sorry,
fucking
I'm
cool.
laughing at something.
So, my number 9, I'm going to put the Eagles on here. I love the Eagles, yes. I'm not a big fan of a couple of their albums, which is the one I know that Mark loves, so I'm not going to say
On the Border.
Yeah, it's just okay for me, but their debut album, Desperado, Hotel California is one of my favorite albums. It's in my personal top 20. It took me a while to get into the long run, but once you do get into the long run, it really unravels itself as being a
Oh,
fantastic.
long run
Fucking
rules.
amazing album.
And also, On One of These Nights was also a very good album.
Great album too.
And of course, we all fell in love with that greatest hits that we listened to millions of times ever since we were
It's the
children.
number one
Yeah.
selling album of all time, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But people like us, we don't stop there. We have to know everything and listen to everything. So my Eagles are my number 9. It's a favorite of my family. My mom, my sisters, and stuff like that. So it's a band that we play quite a bit when we get together. Everyone agrees on the Eagles. They really do.
I'm just gonna say before we get to Tim, Kool-Aid Man was fired from his job at Habitat for Humanity, Weekly World News. All right, Tim, what's your number 9?
It's Mark. We already did Tim.
Where is it?
The economy is hitting
Tim's
everybody.
after
I
me.
guess.
He was just Andy was just talking.
Tim is after me, and then it's Al and Andy. It's Mark.
Oh, it's me.
No, other Mark.
Oh, I was saying Mark. I mean
You
Mark.
said Tim over and over.
I meant
again.
Mark. I get these two confused for some reason sometimes. Mark, what's your number 9?
My number 9, I'll never forget. Put the headphones on, needle on the vinyl, and then I would hear the crowd roar, and I heard this booming voice said, "You wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world, Kiss!" And you hear that, now. This Detroit Rock City, I heard the first time, and I said, I got to learn how to play the guitar. My brother Artie was playing the guitar, and then guess what he said? You get to play the bass. So fine, I got to play the bass. But the bass line for that song is great too. So, but yeah, Kiss, what a decade they have. The debut, Higher Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun,
The
Mm-hmm.
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 best.
Don't
The best
not
Dynasty.
gonna mention the soul albums. Shh. But
You missed the best one.
Bounce back with Dynasty. Great decade. Kiss number 9. I sure as heck couldn't put him in the 80s, so 70s Kiss.
Yeah, especially
No,
the
I know.
later-
Let's put the X in sex was
Oh my!
close, but no. But yeah, number 9, Kiss.
Let me be your paralyzed.
So-
I'm sorry, I'm a Kiss nerd. OMG.
That's fine. And then I get to my number 9. I did have Deep Purple, and everybody's talking about Deep Purple. I go, cool. I could put another person or band in there that I love in the 70s that I was like struggling with. Bob Seger and a Silver Bullet Band. By God, they fucking rule. Bob
These
Seger
bands have
fucking
such great,
rules.
cool names. You know, George Thorogood Destroyers, the Heartbreakers, the Silver Bullet Band. Great names for these.
Well, Tom Petty in the 80s, he might be in my 80s. Fucking,
No, I
you
mean,
never know.
no. I like the names of these bands. You know, the back.
Crazy
Bob
Horse.
Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, man.
a great name. That's a
fucking
great name.
love that band. He made a lot of great albums in the 70s. Live Bullet. Oh my God. Great fucking live album.
Yeah, cannot argue with that at all.
I love the band. And Deep Purple was on my list, but I go, fuck, everybody's talking about Deep Purple. I could put
Well,
Bob Seger in now.
you still have time to put Kiss in there.
Kiss will not be on my list. I'll tell you that
They'll
right now.
probably be on his '80s list though.
Yeah.
Not even. No, spoiler alert.
90s,
They won't be on any of my list.
2000s.
No. Fucking what? Monster?
No,
They
that was
ended
20
well
that's
with Monster.
2010s.
Sonic
They ended
Boom.
well
I
with
don't know
Monster.
what it is.
Monster
I'm not
fucking kiss
I'm a
ass.
casual Kiss fan. I like the 2 live albums, and I like the third one too.
Monster was okay.
Monster was okay.
It's a hell of a lot
Well-
better than Sonic Boom.
That's a hell of a lot better than Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom sucks.
Then we get to Jerry, you're number 8, man. I'm glad
Yeah,
you're laughing, brother.
It's Queen, man. I mean, what a fucking fantastic band, dude. It's hard to believe I'm looking through all this here, and the only number 1 album they had was The Game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to
That's
believe. I mean, they had some
fucked up.
high chart, they had some top 10 albums, but man, dude, what a fucking run here. Look at these. Queen 2, Sheer Heart Attack, Night at the Opera, Day at the Races. What a great album that is. News of the World in Jazz. I mean, fuck, that's a fantastic
Get
album
down,
too, dude.
make love.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely, dude. Fucking A, dude. I mean,
Boom, 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 boom.
Every time
They're-
I
they're
get
such-
high, you say you want to.
I mean, they've kind of calmed down now, but there was a time a few years ago where they were bigger than they were in the '70s. Man, they were everywhere with the
I heard they're
movie,
gonna make an album with Lambert.
commercials, and not many people don't give a shit if Adam Lambert's singing this. They go and see him in sold out arenas still. So
Yeah.
there's something about that band. I mean, don't get me wrong, Freddie was awesome, but there's something about that band and that name that just attracts
It's
people.
the
to it,
music.
man.
It's the music.
It is, but
Good
yeah.
luck
it's-
getting John Deacon back.
Well, no, I mean,
Well, John
they're
Deacon
doing well
still
without him.
supports them.
But I mean, they're such an enigma as far as a rock and roll band, dude. They really are. I mean, like I said, they've calmed down recently, but man, for a while there, I don't think I think they were bigger than they were.
Yeah.
You know, popularity wise, anyway,
Absolutely,
not charts.
man.
But they were
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
I heard they're
Commercials.
remastering another Queen album. They
No,
already
no,
fucked
don't
up
do
Queen
that.
1.
No,
I don't know.
Probably
what the
Queen
fuck.
2.
It's
No, don't
Queen
fuck
2.
that
Yeah,
album
they're doing
up.
Queen 2 now.
No.
No, stop.
I will
Stop.
never listen
Remixing
to
it or something.
What they're doing the same garbage they did to Queen 1.
I didn't even hear
Oh.
that, man. So
It's awful. Don't
It's
listen.
bad.
It's awful.
Yeah.
No. I got my original masters. I'm cool with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Queen is just a fucking fantastic band, dude. Say what you will about 80s Queen, but 70s Queen, man, was fucking
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
That was your number 8, right, Sherry?
Yep.
Your number 8, Joseph. I'll be right back. And if I don't come back soon enough, Tim, you go after him. Be right. Let me hear
Well-
what your number 8 is first.
Queen would have been my number 12. They would have been my number 12. If I had to pick a 12, they would have been my number 12. Blue Oyster Cult probably would have been 13. But my number 8 is the one band that doesn't spread the pretty much the length of the decade. And the only reason I included them was because the 70s was a complete era for this band. And how could I not include Bon Scott era AC/DC on this list?
Yeah.
Be right back.
Just because that it's not like Judas Priest or Rush or some of these other bands where it wasn't like a complete era. Like their stuff, it still continued into the 80s. It was like a united thing. 1979 was the end of an era for AC/DC. And as much as I love the stuff that came after that, those 5 albums that came out from 76 to 79, it's
Absolutely, man.
it's untouchable. And Mark on his radio show would always play a Bond song and a Brian song usually. And when you play them back to back, it's not until you do that you realize how big the quality difference really is.
Oh yeah.
When you put a Bond song back to back with a Brian song, yeah, the Brian song's probably going to be good, but then you put them back to back like that, and it's leagues apart.
It's a couple of notches above.
You can put the very best Brian Johnson song up there, and you can play a random deep cut off of Powerage, and it'll be better than that. Like it's just the era that those albums came out in was just something different, and that run of albums was just something special.
All right, Tim, you're
All right.
8.
Who's after? Okay, you're back. Okay, never mind.
I'm back. Number 8.
All right. My next act, I was gonna say one act, but he's already been mentioned, so I can put one of my others in, and that was gonna be Alice Cooper, but he's already been mentioned, so I'm gonna go down south, and although the Allman Brothers had been mentioned, I'm going with Leonard Skinner.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Great run.
I forgot about them.
Oh, they had a good
I
run
suck.
too.
Third
Well,
was amazing. So
the only real Leonard Skinner only existed in the 70s.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's why I suck, because they should have been on my list. No holds barred, man. They should have been on my list, and I'm not going to put them on there now. But I agree with anybody.
You could put
who
them on your
puts
90s list.
Artemis Pyle is still playing.
Yeah.
The last,
I just saw him.
yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
5 fantastic studio albums and one of the
you
greatest
saw
live
what-
albums of all
so
time.
You went to see Thorogood as well, right?
I saw him in Melbourne on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a small theater.
Yeah.
But and of course George Thorogood.
Thorogood still brings it too, man.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, good show.
All right, number 8, Al.
Listen up, people. I was being told.
We're only number 8 on your list.
I was backstage having a vodka and orange juice.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
minus the vodka.
Don't go there.
He wasn't drinking, lying.
I went to the
Just for the record, Paul's raps in the 70s are great compared to Paul's
No, they're
raps
not.
in the 80s.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Listen to
they
it live. They
are.
still
They're
suck.
better. They're better.
Listen
come
to it
on.
live. They still
501
suck.
I really thought it was going to be higher for you.
Paul was okay. In the
Yeah, I know. Kiss
By the
could
80s,
probably,
he was trending.
I know Kiss could probably be higher, but they're fallen on my list over the years. But I still love that 70s shit. Cause it's the best, dude. But there's other bands I love better than them. So I know it's number 8. They could be, in the top 5, but anyway, they're my number 8, Kiss.
You're like a lot of longtime Kiss fans. They have dropped them over the years. I've noticed
I'm sure
that.
a lot of Kiss fans are going to be surprised that they're low on my list.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
I mean, for God's sakes, I have a fucking Kiss sign in my back fucking porch.
Right?
You mean they're number 10 on mine, for Christ's sakes.
All right, Andy, you're number 8, man.
I should have did the show from outside. I had the sign.
Flashing. You wanted the best. You got the
You
best.
got
The
it.
Kiss side.
And you also have a cat named Ace. I had that.
Do you got that working, Al? Is it working?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it works.
You
He's
can
turned it
control the
on during
lights.
show
Like,
before.
do they go like?
No, I have
to
to get a special switch for it to do that. I can only put it on and off. That's it.
Okay.
It doesn't flash or anything like that. So
Okay.
I have to get a special switch for it to do that. So I'll work on that. I was thinking about this Christmas, putting it on my lawn and putting "Merry Christmas" out on my
That would
lawn.
be hilarious.
You had that on for a show, but I forgot what show it was.
Um,
Remember, it was all hot on your
it was
back.
on Wayne. It was Wayne's show.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we were on Wayne's show. Yeah,
I love
and that
Wayne.
thing, dude. When you're sitting in front of that sign, bro, for a fucking hour, dude, your back is like burning, bro. I'm telling you.
It's a tanning bed and kiss sign all of
Yeah,
them.
so I tend not to put it on too much because summers down here in Florida are hot enough as it is.
I can't imagine the electricity that thing uses up.
Yeah,
Wayne has invited me on so
No
many
artificial
shows on
swamp ass. You
Wednesdays,
want the real thing. The real
and I
swamp ass.
I bitched out on him. I need to get on one of his shows on Wednesdays.
I
I'm
mean-
sorry, Wayne. I love you, brother.
I
I need to
mean,
get on
when
your show.
it ain't no bullshit when I put that sign on. It's gonna get hotter than hell. And
He's got Kiss tattooed on the back of his on his back.
yeah, it's burned in. It's burned in.
But the thing is, with Wayne, it doesn't remind me. He wanted to be on the new Alice Cooper show, and he didn't remind me. He asked me a day before, dude, I need more time than a day to come on your show. I love Wayne though. He said, I forgot. I go, well, fucking give me a week notice, and
Look
I'll
at
be
Paul
on
Stanley's chest hair on there, bro.
All right.
Dude, that's awesome.
I have that same doll.
I found this in a thrift store. It was only a couple bucks, man.
They when I was younger, they had all 4 of them in a claw machine.
I have that same
really?
chest hair. What the fuck?
Actually,
So do
Tina.
I.
Actually, my wife Tina spotted it, and she's like, "Look, it's Paul Stanley," and I'm like, "I gotta get it."
You got a cool wife. You got a cool family, man. You guys are
Thank
all
you.
cool, man. Andy, number 8.
The reason why I didn't put these guys in the 60s, it was because once the Beatles broke up, the Rolling Stones didn't have anybody to copy. So they move into the
Oh
70s.
boy, here we go.
Oh,
and they put out good music.
They put out so they move into the 70s without the Beatles. And what do? They get better because now they become the Rolling Stones. These guys' albums in the 1970s are unbelievable. They're groundbreaking in what they're doing. They don't sound like anybody else. This morning I was listening to Black and Blue.
Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers.
Yeah,
It's funny how the Mick Taylor era was everybody's favorite, but nobody talks about Mick Taylor. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
weird how that works.
fingers and
You're
Exile
right.
on Main Street, and then a Goat's Head Soup, and It's Only Rock and Roll, and I like it. But the thing is that album is really good. I know that the single is just okay, but that album is really good. Black and Blue, Some Girls, Emotional Rescue, all these albums, and they were all different from each other.
Boom, boom.
Well, that's 80s, but
God damn.
Oh, what was that? 1980?
81, I think.
Emotional Rescue.
Yeah,
Okay, so Some Girls was the last 70s
Yeah.
album, right?
yeah.
I should have stopped right there. I should have known better. But yeah, Rolling Stones is my number 8.
Shame.
I had
Shame,
them
man.
on my 70s thing, but I
Ding.
don't
Yeah.
think the Rolling Stones is going to make any of my list. And that's a shame, but that's a
I
great
had to
pick.
put
though,
them in
Andy.
the 70s.
I
Well,
love
they're on
the
my
70s Rolling
60s
Stones.
list, so I can't pick them again.
I already
If I had to pick one in a decade, it would definitely be this. They're not on my 70s list, but between the two, definitely
course,
70s.
70s.
I agree with you, Joseph. They would be on my 70s list, and I took
Yeah.
them off for a band that I can't say right now. So, Mark,
Oh, I'm up again.
number 8.
I'm up again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
Yeah,
you're the only
decade.
Mark on this episode. I'm not going to say my own name.
All right. So this decade, I thought they were better than this decade, the 70s. Great 4 studio albums. Who's Next, Quadrophenia, Who by Numbers, Who Are You, and Live at Leeds was their live album. So number 8 is the Who. So that's my
Yeah. See,
great
I know Jerry picked them in the you picked them in the 60s, right? See, I love the 70s Who better.
Same thing.
You know,
Yeah, that's another one where it's like everyone thinks of them as a 60s band, but if I had to put them on a decade, I'd definitely put them on the
I put them in the 70s.
and it's not to
too.
say that they didn't put out great songs in the 60s. They had great fucking songs in the 60s.
Yeah, but their
Yeah.
albums.
Well,
in the 70s.
I won't agree with you there, but
But I will
I
say
hate
this,
pretty much
though,
everything they put out.
They
in
were
the
more.
60s.
No, I'm just saying they were more of a singles
Yeah.
band in the 60s.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Boris the Spider.
No,
I like
I
it.
love it.
I love that song.
I love that song, too.
that song can fall.
But the fit a couple of bands in my list, I had to punt them into the 80s, which you'll find out.
You know,
But-
I didn't pick the Who at all, but if I picked the Who, they would be in the 70s. Same thing with the Rolling Stones.
Live at Leeds, man, another fucking great
Yeah,
fucking
great
live
album.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got that on vinyl.
Oh yeah, me too. But that 15 minutes of My Generation,
Holy
damn,
shit!
man.
To me, that's like proto punk right there, man.
Ah,
You know,
All right. So I go to my favorite era of this band, and it's the 70s. No knock on Brian Johnson, and people have already picked AC/DC. But come on, my favorite AC/DC album is Power Age, and that's with the great Bon Scott. And it's got to be Bon Scott. The output they put in the 70s, way better than what ACD. Back in Black was phenomenal. But they made some duds in the 80s, which I still like, but it's not as good as the Bon Scott
you can't
Scott
compare
era.
to the
So
Bon Scott. Not even
ACDC,
close, dude.
not even close. ACDC is the 70s. I could not put them in the 80s because we could only pick one era for these bands. And ACDC, my era is the 70s. And I can't change that at all. And Jerry, you're number 7, man.
My number 7 is from a band that actually didn't hit it big until their 11th album, believe it or not. People are like, their 11th album, really? Fleetwood Mac, dude.
Nice.
A good run from Kiln House all the way up to what was their last album?
That's Rumors, right?
Rumors.
Tusk was 79.
Heroes are hard to find.
Oh,
that
well,
era
yeah, that.
before
Oh.
before the self-titled or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call when
Yeah.
Lindsay was with that. But
Yeah,
the Peter Green era was fucking amazing.
Fuck yeah.
that's why I
Really
picked them in the '60s.
Yeah, you did. That's right. But man, dude, I mean, I've always said it, and I think Mark agrees with me on this. Lindsey Buckingham is one of the most underrated fucking guitar players.
Oh,
in
fuck
music.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy plays circles around more of these so-called greatest guitar players, in my opinion. I mean, he's fantastic. His technique is flawless. His playing is flawless, even live, dude. I
Dude.
mean,
I'm just saying,
What?
when he came into the band, he directed Fleetwood Mac for that sound.
Yeah.
He is the
Peter Green
fucking
was a
director.
rocker, though, dude. Peter Green was
But
straight
the
out
thing is,
fucking
Lindsey
rock.
Buckingham molded
Sure.
Fleetwood Mac into his sound.
Yeah, he did. Definitely.
It would have been, I don't think they would have been as big without Stevie, though. So that was a good idea.
Well,
bringing
he was
her with
smart.
him.
He said, "You bringing my girlfriend in this band, or I ain't coming in."
Probably regretted that a few years later, but oh well.
Probably,
it is what it is,
but
I don't know, man. They became historically one of the greatest bands of all time because of that.
yeah.
well, they are
That's
doing something
not
together. They are doing something together now, but I'm sure it's all through lawyers. I'm sure not releasing the new.
We're all
Buckinghams,
getting that
or the-
Buckingham Nicks album.
Yeah.
I'm getting it on vinyl. Joseph's going to send it to me on digital, so I have a
Everybody's
better
like,
copy.
Joseph already gave it to me, I think. But
Really?
yeah, I
Not the
think you
new,
did.
not the remastered version.
No, you sent me it, Mark.
Yeah, Mark
I
sent-
sent
yeah.
you the vinyl
okay.
old version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's saying like, "Oh, Stevie and Lindsay are doing something." I'm like, I guarantee you this has all been done through lawyers.
We all thought that. We all
I
thought
don't think they're talking to each other.
that
It's all-
Buckingham Nicks album is such a cult
It is
favorite.
good. It's good
Yeah.
though. It is fucking
It's a
good.
fucking
I
great
never
album.
heard it. I gotta check it out.
Dude, it is Fleetwood Mac before Fleetwood Mac before they
Really?
came in. It
Well,
is totally the
it's
sound.
coming out next week, so
Yeah, I'm
But
getting
another
it
shout
on
out to
vinyl.
Bob Welch too. I mean, Bob Welch was great with Fleetwood Mac too. Dude. The Trees album I thought was amazing.
My girlfriend loves Fleetwood Mac, and I played her the Buckingham Nicks album. She goes, "Oh my god, that sounds like Fleetwood Mac," because Lindsey Buckingham directed them into that sound.
But do you think that maybe the band morphed into whoever the lead guitarist was?
Yes,
Because
sure.
it seems like that's what that band. I mean, that's why it kept evolving because their sound kept.
I love all eras of
Well,
Fleetwood Mac, but my favorite
except for
era is
except for
Lindsey.
the Rick Vito and Billy Burnett area. think they were
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
much
like
told
that
them-
album.
I
don't
liked
like
them both, but yeah, they didn't really. I probably should didn't have too much. Actually, I look at their record. Their Behind the Mask. They have a lot of writing credits on it, so they were given some kind of.
Yeah,
Reign as far as
but
writing,
it
but,
wasn't
yeah.
Fleetwood Mac to me.
I wish they would have brought those two back instead of those other two guys. But I
Tango
guess-
in the Night was a fucking great album. Fuck, I love that album.
Oh, but the self-titled Rumors and Tusk, dude. I'm telling you, dude, that was a great run of those three albums.
Fuck
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. I even like what's the album in the 80s with Hold Me?
Mirage.
Mirage. I like Mirage too.
Mirage was good.
Yeah.
It was. It is.
All right,
Anyway, that's
so
mine.
we got your number 8, Joseph.
All righty. My number 7, you mean?
7.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do my number. Oh yeah, your number
you
7.
did.
Yeah. Number 7. Yeah.
My number 7 is one that has already been brought up, but I had to include him because just what a run of albums throughout the entire decade, starting in 1970 with Adam Hartmother going all the way through to The Wall at the end of the decade, Pink Floyd. I mean, you just hear so much change in their sound through that decade. Just classic album after classic album.
Definitely Dark Side of the Moon,
Hartmother.
right?
It's my least favorite of that run, actually.
I agree with you.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's just never connected with me. It really hasn't. It's a good album. I'm not going to say anything bad about it.
Right,
It's just
yes.
it has never
Stone
connected
Cold
with me.
Crazy.
Yep.
It's
But
fabric
just-
in my mind and heart.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I never grew up on that album the same way other people did. It was just one of those things. But Adam Hartmother, Metal,
Yeah, it's
Obscured
great,
by
yeah.
Clouds that everybody forgets about.
Yep.
Great album.
Dark
I don't like
Side,
any
Wish You
album
Were
without
Here,
David.
Animals, The Wall, just absolute classics. Not a dud in the bunch.
Nope.
Just some great music.
Yep, absolutely. Even the More soundtrack, even though that was 60s, but it was still
Oh,
fucking
it's
Yeah.
good,
horrible.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great.
More,
Dude, more is
Yeah,
fantastic.
Shut up, Mark. More is amazing.
Oh, yes,
More is
sucks
fantastic.
everything. Fuck
I
you.
think that is one of the albums that began
The hell?
their
happened?
movement.
Mhm.
I still want to see that movie. I mean,
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
more. It's really weird from what I've heard.
the only I would say so-called dud I would say would be Umaguma. I mean, I still like some of that stuff off it.
Umaguma's
The
Yeah.
live stuff is great.
Yeah,
But
some of the
that's
stuff on there is a
69,
little
right?
weird. What's
Mhm.
that?
Is that 69?
Yes.
Umaguma?
Yep.
Right.
They all
Okay.
had their little section they did on their own or wrote. It was touch and go.
It was
with some of the
interesting.
stuff.
But that live, side 1 and side 2, oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, the fucking the live at Pompeii thing is fucking awesome, dude.
I
It's
do
a
like
great-
the live in
great-
Pompeii, even though I don't like the studio album with that songs on Echoes. I like live in Pompeii better on Echoes. Live the Echoes better on live Pompeii. I mean, so number 7, Tim.
My number 7 was Pink Floyd, but I'm not going to say that because they've already been mentioned. So I'm going to my list that should have been on here and is going to be on here. You can, even though I think that, in my opinion, their best album was in the 80s, you cannot put away their stuff in the 70s. It's classic rock and roll as far as I'm concerned. That's Foreigner.
All right.
Double Vision, Head Games.
Oh, yeah.
their
Self-titled
debut.
album. All
Four.
right.
Before was
agree.
80, right?
Oh, yeah.
That
Four
might
was
come
80s,
up.
yeah.
That might come up later.
For me, that's one of those bands that they just didn't have enough stuff out in the 70s.
Oh,
They did make
3 albums.
Head
3
Games.
albums. Yeah. That's what
3
stopped me.
albums.
They had 3 great albums in the 70s.
Well, my
But they
next
didn't
band's
have more
got
than
2.
5.
They're still
They had-
worthy.
they had
They're still worthy to be
Foreigner.
on a 70s.
They're-
They
Yeah,
had
great-
Double
3
Vision,
great
they had
albums,
Head
but-
Games. Oh,
Compared to some of
God.
these other bands that put out like 10 albums in the 70s.
I know
that are
Jerry's
amazing.
gonna pick one band that only had 1 album in the 70s. So I'm gonna pick a band.
So they
Two,
had
that
2
one.
actually,
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna spoil it. So we get to your
Everybody knows.
number 7, Al.
That band Fenway Park.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
From Rockford, Illinois, Cheap Trick.
Charles Schultz is a guitar player. Yeah,
Coming to a rib fest near you.
Rib Fest, hear you. Fuck that guy.
I love a damn good rib, man.
Oh yeah.
I do
Barbecue
too,
ribs
man.
are great.
and
dude.
you know what? And you know,
I've been seen
you're-
it. Yeah, seen
you're
a
gonna-
Rib
you're gonna-
Fest.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get
Ribs, a
Yeah.
nice cold beer, and Cheap Trick to go along
Dude,
with
a
it.
Rib Fest with
you're
a flea
gonna
market
pay-
and
you're
cheap
not gonna
trick.
pay-
That sounds like a fucking
you're not
great
going to pay
Friday night to
$300
me.
bucks, and you're probably going to get a better show.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
I just say that System of a Down played 6 sold out stadium shows? Fuck you.
Again, that amazes me. I mean, good for them, but good. It just amazes me. I mean,
The System?
hey, hey, man, Oasis. I was wrong. Good for
Well,
them.
we were all wrong about that.
Holy
because
shit.
Here's
we
the
were
thing
all
though.
wrong about that.
Here's the
but
thing though. They'll never do it again. This
They'll
is one
never
of
do
those
it again.
things where
People are done.
Think
People
so?
will go once.
Yeah,
It's a novelty thing.
yeah.
Oasis
Have
has
any of the brothers come out
years.
with black eyes yet or anything? I mean, are they getting
But
along?
System will keep doing it. I'm just saying, System will keep doing
Well,
it.
not necessarily because they're another band that's just like barely ever.
They've been away
tours.
for so long that it's
Yeah.
just kind of.
No, but I heard the thing on Eddie Church what Serge was talking about. We don't like to do lots of shows. We just
Yeah.
want to do.
That's why they're
What
only
do you
doing
wanna
like
Yeah.
a couple of
They do like a
shows
couple
here and
shows a year, and they haven't put out an
there. And
album in
Oasis
20
didn't play a
years.
lot of dates either here.
No.
It's just a couple
Let's-
select cities and
And
that's
good,
it.
and good for them with their statement as far as politics.
Yeah,
They made a really good statement.
Who's
about
that?
Everything.
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
The guitar player.
Well, Darren did. Yeah.
Darren
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, Darren. Yeah.
He said he's in the middle, and fuck all you guys choosing sides. That's me. That is fucking me.
That is
right
not
there.
you. Okay, for different.
I'm in the middle, Jerry. You know that.
Bullshit.
I don't like people. I don't like any politician. You know that.
All right.
Anyway,
All right. So
anyway.
where are we at, Tim? Who's got
I
the
did
number
mine.
7?
I did mine.
and
I did mine. Cheap trick.
Andy,
I
you're
just
number
did mine.
7.
Okay, sorry that I was yelling. My cat was starting to crawl on top of my my turntable and get on top of my albums. That's why I was like, "Hey, watch out, bro!
I hate it when that
He
happens.
never moves. He just sits
Not
there.
my albums. Anything else but my albums.
Hell yeah! I don't want him to get cat scratch fever.
Oh, that guy.
Oh
might
yeah,
come
mine
up.
comes down and starts rubbing his. I can tell because he can hear the plastic. Rubbing it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
um,
knock it off.
ACDC, 70s ACDC. It's got to be mentioned. Anytime I listen to ACDC, sometimes I'll pull out some Brian, but most of the time it is Bon Scott. That 70s ACDC is just so explosive. It just is. It blows you. It blows your socks off, is what it does. And probably that might have been before they hit it big, and they got big production and this and that, and people to answer to. But in the 70s, when they had nobody to answer to and do whatever the hell they wanted to do, and with their other brothers at the boards, oh man, it was a family affair. And they recorded bare bones. It's like they just 5 guys just went to the recording
5
studio.
guys walked in the studio and just started playing.
And they just pressed record and they just jammed. AC/DC is my pick. AC/DC
on.
rocks, man.
All right. So you're number 7, Bytor.
By tour.
Number 6. I mean.
This
Seven.
this is a little. I think
7,
that
yeah.
you guys probably would disagree with this, and especially they're kind of high at 7. But my favorite guitar player, my favorite singer. Talk about Richie Blackmore, Ronnie James Dio. 3 great albums they put together. Richie Blackmore's Rainbow and a little Down to Earth with Graham Bonnet. I love that one too. So I'm picking Richie Blackmore's Rainbow.
I
Cool,
almost picked Rainbow.
3 great albums in the debut. Awesome.
Yeah.
But I like
I
Down to
almost
Earth
picked
too,
them.
because I'm biased. I just love Richie Blackmore. So
No, but
I-
dude, that
you could
Great stuff.
yeah. But
that live album. Woo!
Yeah. And on stage the live album.
On stage, Rainbow on stage.
There you
My
go. So-
God, dude.
Yeah.
It's
so
an epic.
I just had to get Rainbow on my list. So
Oh yeah, definitely. But dude, that live album is epic. Golly, it feels like it's a double album. It feels that way.
this little FYI, I have not heard Montrose or Sammy Hagar mentioned. It's out there, okay?
It will not be.
They
Yeah.
only had one good album. Just saying that. So I,
I'll say
wouldn't-
two.
But I thought
I didn't
thought-
like Paper Money.
But I thought
Yeah.
I thought Sammy Hagar never opened for anybody. Come on, get him on
No,
the
that's a lie. We all know that.
list.
Ian Wadley is like patting me on the back right now. But I get to my number 7. I did have Bad Company, but everybody's been picking Bad Company. One of my
I
I was
favorite.
the only
pick
one I
that.
picked him.
One
I was the
person
only
did.
one I picked him.
You're the one who picked him, but
So
I don't know
far.
if anybody else is going to pick him. But I picked another guy that I fucking love, and I listen to this guy all the fucking time. Ted fucking Nugent in the 70s. One of the best fucking live albums ever with Double Live Gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
God,
And-
he didn't
and-
release
and-
a bad
and-
album in the 70s.
And you
Oh.
throw in those Amboy Dukes albums too.
Oh God. Ted
Don't go
is
to a
amazing.
Ted Nugent show and go and be mellow now because you're gonna go home and get the
Yeah.
I love fucking Ted. I love fucking Ted. I love him damn Yankees. I love him fucking anything he's done. I fucking love his fucking moxie. The guy fucking doesn't give a shit. He is fucking rock and roll to the T.
Was the album recorded in Nashville? Because he talks about dedicating to the Nashville. I don't want to say the word.
Nashville pussy.
Nashville.
Nashville Poontang, yeah.
Yeah, Poontang. But I'm picking Ted Nugent in my number.
I think I prefer Intensities in 10 Cities over.
Yeah.
I love that
Fucking
album
Live
too.
Gonzo.
But
I'd go with Gonzo's.
Gonzo, man. God fucking damn, that's a great album. Then we get to your number 6, Jerry.
Well, I think the cat's out of the bag on my number 6. We just talked about it. They didn't even need their second album to come out to be on my list because their first album was fucking one of the best debut albums ever.
Boston.
I don't care what anybody says. Boston, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Look, we talk about Tom Schultz.
I knew you were gonna pick that album, Jerry.
I'll talk about Brad Delp, but there's a drummer in that band that has one of the best froze of all time.
Yeah.
And one of the best fucking drumstick twirlers of all time.
Sibation.
Sibation. That dude had the fro. Even Brad had a fro for a while, but it wasn't as good as Sibs was. But man, dude, I mean,
You know he was Armenian, like System of a Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude. I mean,
I saw him
Brad.
live. I saw him live once too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When they opened, there was a band that he was in called Ernie and the Automatics, and they
Oh,
opened
wow.
for Deep Purple, and
That's cool.
it had ex-members of it had him and the guitar
Francine?
player.
Oh, Barry Goodrow?
Yeah.
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 Do
it
you have
was
his
good,
fro
man.
still?
Nah, I didn't have his fro. It
Oh,
was
come on, dude. That was a mighty fro, dude. It really was, dude. That was
Yeah,
one of the
That was
best-
rivaled Neil Sean's fro.
It
Yeah.
did.
Was
Now,
his
Neil had a
beard
fro
thin
now. You're
fast?
right.
Yeah.
I have to say Neil's is probably a little better. But, man, I'm talking about some great fros, dude. They had it
Yeah.
in the 70s, man. But what a
I
fucking...
had a fro.
I mean, I didn't even mention Don't Look Back. What a great album that was because their debut was so fucking good. But
Well,
Third
absolutely.
Stage is a
Don't Look
great
Back
album.
in.
You know-
That's different.
I'm hoping, 76 is when their first album came out, 50 years next year. But I think Tom Scholz has got to be close to 80, isn't he? I mean, he's got to be,
Probably.
if not 80 already. But you never know. If he's in good health, we maybe see a tour. I'd definitely go and see that. Maybe he'd even bring back Barry or Fran or
that'd be
Well, those
great
are
if they
other-
did, but
those are the only two alive, but that would be cool. Yeah. But anyway, Boston. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, just on the strength of that one album, they should be in the 70s. Sorry.
What
just
was
my
the second
opinion.
album? What year did that come
Don't
out?
Look Back.
78.
78.
78 or 79? I thought it was 79. It is
78.
78. Okay.
Yeah, they
Then
had
an
two
eight-
out.
an 8-year
I
gap.
almost picked Boston, Jerry, because those are two great albums. And
And I played RTZ on my last radio show.
That you
Fucking
did.
album
I like
rules.
RT. I like some songs from RTC. They're really good. But
And Brad had a great. I watched some of the videos of his Beetlejuice band. They were good, man. They did some good Beatles stuff, man. Really cool stuff.
So what's
Anyway.
your number 6, Joseph?
Well, there's this really great YouTube channel that everyone should check out called Heavy Water 77.
Oh yeah.
And they're about
Never
this
heard of it.
band called Styx. And this band called Styx put out a ton of great albums in the 70s.
Yeah.
4 albums for Wood and Nickel Records that are very underrated. And then some albums that everybody and their brother owns on A&M Records. Equinox, Crystal Ball, Grand Illusion, Pieces of 8, and then a real piece of shit from 1979 called Cornerstone.
I haven't heard of that episode yet, so don't give me any spoilers. He just gave me a spoiler.
I did. It's a piece of shit.
Isn't there
but
some good
just-
songs on there?
Very few.
I didn't
Um,
hate it as much as Joseph did, but I hate the fucking album packaging. I'll say
Oh,
that
yeah.
much.
Yep. The album packaging is a perfect representation of that album, in my opinion.
I'm turning
but-
off this game right now. It sucks.
How bad is it?
It's really bad. 24-10.
Gotcha.
Packers.
I'm watching.
But yeah,
the game.
just
I'm watching the game right now, and I'm telling you, I know that Parsons is only a second game, but he's done something to this team. This Packer team looks like monsters, dude.
Well,
It is
what
easy.
I told you guys in the chat group, Bart Starr 27, Brett Favre 27, Aaron Rodgers 27. Jordan Love is going to turn 27 in November. They won their first championship with the Packers. I don't know about numbers, but maybe.
That's
Possible.
eerie.
Detroit looked awful last
Oh,
week. So
Detroit
it's
was
possible.
terrible.
Yeah.
And I think Detroit's going to continue to be
And I
terrible.
don't think the Niners are going to do anything this year. So
No, they're a wild
But-
card team at best.
Anyway, Sticks.
Yeah.
Just some amazing albums that everybody knows. Just some great stuff. So I don't have to talk about Sticks. I do it. I do it every week or every other 2 weeks with Jerry. So everybody knows what I think about Sticks. What a great band.
all right, Tim, your number 6.
All right, my number 6, I just absolutely. This is another one of these bands that had their best album in the 80s, but their 70s stuff is fucking fantastic. And I just absolutely adore this band. Greatest band from Ireland, Thin Lizzy.
I thought it was you two.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, to me, it's you two. But
Not to
I'm
me.
gonna piss you
Al,
both
what's
off.
your-
The Cranberries
what's-
are the
I,
best.
I don't. I don't.
number
I don't
six?
even know. I don't even know 10 bands from Ireland, and you two wouldn't make my top 10 list.
yeah. Well, the 80s might be, you know, I'm not going to get it.
Nazareth's from Ireland, aren't they?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay.
So, what's your number 6, Al?
Before I get to number 6, I was just talking about that group Ernie and Automax. Yeah, had 2 members of RTZ in there too.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was Barry Goodrow, Sib, and 2 other
Was
guys.
it their keyboard player? The keyboard player was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Can't remember
Brian
his
from
name.
the keyboard
Yeah.
and lead vocalist, and then Tim Archibald, the bass player.
Gotcha.
So, my number 6, Tim just mentioned him, Thin Lizzy. And as a matter of fact, it's it's. I mean, if you would ask me this maybe 25 years ago, maybe they wouldn't even have been on this list, but they have really crept up into my top 10. I mean, favorite bands of all time, and number 6 is just about right for them because there's 5 that I can't leave off at number 5 because they're just so beloved to me. So, but then Lizzie crept up to number 6 over Kiss and Cheap Trick, dude. I mean, that's amazing, man. Like, so I mean, that's tough, man. But there's some of these output is pretty much flawless, to be honest with you. Bar the first 3 albums, starting with Nightlife on
Mhm.
Oh, Nightlife,
Dude.
fighting. I mean, you can't go wrong. with
Jailbreak,
this.
Johnny the Fox, fucking
Bad
Bad Reputation, and my favorite Black Rose, with fucking
Renegade. That's a fantastic.
Gary
album.
Moore,
Yeah.
So anyway, like, just fantastic. Thin Lizzy's one of my favorites, man. So they're my number 6.
Andy, you're number 6.
My number 6, my dad passed away when I was 5. But I recently heard from my mother that this band that I'm about to mention was pretty much injected into my blood because my father would always hear this band when I was a baby. And when I began to walk, this was already in the stereo. And I just found this out like a couple of weeks ago. And it's so funny because I mention this band all the time. And they're my number 6, ZZ Top.
Nice.
I guess I grew up with just ZZ Top in my head.
You're in Texas. That makes sense.
So yeah, I've talked about them quite a bit. They've made my countless list for different years. The little old band from Texas, a 3-piece, and the only thing that broke that 3-piece apart was death.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
When Frank Beard was having a big drug problem with heroin, what did the band do instead of replacing him? They stopped playing for a while and they supported him and his recovery.
Yeah, that's brotherhood, man.
Billy Gibbons. Billy
That's
Gibbons
brotherhood.
is one of the most underrated guitar players of all time.
As much as I rag on Def Leppard, that's pretty cool what they did with Rick Allen too.
Yeah,
I think they're
exactly.
using-
Yeah.
That might
They,
be in my 1980s.
They nothing was going to break them apart, and that's why there's that little gap there in the mid 70s between albums, and they're just great. Their songwriting is, they're not talked about the great songwriters, but they really got those sexual innuendos, those
Fuck
little
yeah.
words
Fuck
that they
yeah.
slide in
A
there.
necklace? Come on.
I ain't asking for much. Oh, Lord, take me downtown.
Cheap
I'm just looking
sunglasses.
for some tush.
I
And
frequented quite a few strip bars in my day, and their music was always
Oh,
on.
yeah.
all
I didn't
three
go to
were-
strip bars, but I know they were there.
and
I've
all-
never been to a strip bar in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
and
I've
of
been
Yeah,
to
all right,
one,
Mr.
and
Navy
I was
boy.
I left.
and of
No.
all three,
I have no clue.
were masters of their instruments.
Absolutely
Fantastic
fantastic.
band. Easy top.
Mark, number 6.
I kind of gave it away here, Number 6, four great studio albums for me: Dark Side, Wish You Were Here, Animals, The Wall, and Live at Pompeii. Talking about Pink Floyd is getting to my number 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 6, my favorite album of all time by this band is Draw the Line. It's fucking Aerosmith. Nothing
Yeah.
compares to 70s Aerosmith. Nothing ever compares to 70s Aerosmith.
Well,
And if you guys say that the 80s
Except-
Aerosmith is better,
except for 5 bands that you put above them.
Now you can't pick them in the 80s.
yeah, I can't pick them in the 80s because they were better in the 70s. Even though I do like the 80s Aerosmith, I like some 90s Aerosmith.
Ragdoll.
But fucking
love that song.
the
I love
70s
Ragdoll.
Aerosmith, Draw the Line, Draw the Line, keeps
And
the
you can't pick
Queen,
up from the 90s either, like
Walk
Crime.
Walk This
How about we
Way,
just let one person
Adam's
talk?
Apple. God, they had the best songs in the 70s. But there's bands above them that I like better than Aerosmith, and it pains me to say that. But Aerosmith is my number 6. Jerry, your number 5.
Well, I mean, fucking Black Sabbath, dude. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, it's probably I'm sure everybody here's got them a little bit higher than I do, but fuck, dude. I mean, come on. Their
Not
first
me.
8 albums, fucking, I mean, legendary, dude. Fucking Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is my favorite. I know that's not really popular opinion among all Sabbath fans, but
It's in
man,
my top 3.
yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. What a band, dude. They continue too when Ronnie took over. So they have not made a bad album. Well, they made a couple bad albums, but dude, straight out fucking rock and roll, the masters of heavy metal. I don't care what anybody says. Rest in peace, fucking Ozzy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking trying to get over Ozzy's death. I mean, I'm getting better, man, but dude, what a incredible run about it. I mean, people talking about the 6-packs, but what about that fucking 8-pack, dude? I'm telling you, man. Incredible shit, dude.
I'm still not over Neil Peart or fucking Prince or fucking
I'm
Tom
over
Petty
Neil Peart, but not Neil
or
Peart.
Eddie Van Halen. I'm not over those guys
And
yet.
Tom Petty.
I'm not over Ozzy is the last of those people for me.
I'm not over Ozzy, I'm not over Lemmy, and I'm not over Ronnie. So
Well, Ronnie's there too, but I'm just saying my number 1 is Neil.
Did
Tom.
I'm sorry, did you guys know Ronnie was sick? I never knew it.
I knew he was sick.
I think he
did you?
tested it.
I didn't know how
he-
bad
He
he was
talked
sick.
about he was fighting cancer. I remember that.
Okay. I don't remember.
I remember
But yeah.
he said he was fighting cancer, but he made that Heaven and Hell album. I love that fucking album.
Yeah.
Bible
Good
Black. What a great fucking song. Goddamn.
Heaven and Hell could be in the 2000s.
So then we get to your number 5, Joseph.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. For me, it's not about whether it's the Peter Gabriel or the Phil Collins
I
era.
knew you were gonna pick this.
For me, it's the Steve Hackett era, and that is Genesis. What a run of albums they had when Steve Hackett and Phil Collins joined the band in '71. I think Trespass without them is a good album, but not nearly as good as the stuff that came after. Nursery Crime, Foxtrot, Selling England by the Pound, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Trick of the Tail, Wind and Wuthering. And then I'm not a huge fan of And Then There Were Three, but it's okay.
I love that album.
Well, that was loud.
Sorry.
But I just what a great run of albums in my opinion, and I'll say it again, just to be able to see Steve Hackett still playing that stuff live to me is just so great. to keep all that amazing music from the 70s alive. But yeah, that run of albums that Genesis put out in the 70s is absolutely fantastic.
I
So
agree
had to
with
put them
you,
on my
but
list.
this band might be in another decade for me.
Not even close, in my opinion.
For me, it
The
is.
Invisible Touch.
Hey, Tim, your number
There's only one album from the 80s that could even get close to their 70s stuff
Burn it
for
down
me.
again.
number 5, Tim.
My number 5 is I gotta go to this band, even though they've been mentioned. I just gotta, because it's like a soundtrack to my childhood. And I think this band changed once they replaced lead singers. They went from a bluesy rock band to a straight up metal band, as far as I'm concerned. And that's AC/DC. I mean, Right On alone, the song is just fucking amazing.
One of the best.
Oh, I heard
Somebody
that.
opened a cold one. Who was that?
Oh yeah, sure did. I did.
Is
Ian
Ian
Wadley?
Wadley here?
He snuck in. He snuck into the Zoom
He
call.
snuck
Can you
in.
fucking imagine
Oh
that?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'd be here for another 3 hours.
Yeah, opened up a cold Diet Coke.
Uh-huh.
All right, Andy, you're number 5, man.
Yes,
Like
sir.
cold Powerade.
Owls. You skipped Owls.
Oh,
Oh,
Al, number 5, Al.
My number 5, it's been mentioned by you, Mark. Aerosmith, dude. Yeah, 70s Aerosmith is the Aerosmith, as far as I'm
Absolutely.
concerned. So I'll leave it short, man, because the show's running long already. So Aerosmith, my number 5.
Andy.
My number 5. 2 more people might pick this higher than me, but the thing is that I didn't want to pick it this low, but I have to. I'm going to go with Frank at number 5.
Nah, I knew you'd pick up the slack.
I just couldn't put it above the others, even though his output in the 70s was fantastic.
The
And
best.
there's so much of it.
I just got into this stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, which everybody here knows that. So
Yeah. Me too, man.
Frank Zappa from so much. You know, you had your jazz rock fusion of the 70s and then your guitar hero of the mid 70s, and then just concept albums in the late 70s. It's just unbelievable the amount of work that he did with different interchangeable pieces, but everything sounding Frank. It's awesome. So Frank Zappa, number 5.
That's a great
Hey, real
pick,
quick, man. Real quick. Does anybody have Sirius satellite radio here?
Yeah, I
Yep.
do.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, you got to check out Steven Wilson's show, dude.
Yeah.
Intrigued, where he
What's
does like
that?
it's a prog rock show. He plays all different like
Nice.
Dude, it's
check it out.
fucking fantastic, bro.
I
What's
listen to
that?
all you guys' show on YouTube.
What's that?
And I listen.
It's on
to
deep. It's on Deep Tracks on the app.
Okay.
I will listen to
How about
that.
Deep
Then.
Tracks?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just look up Steven Wilson or Intrigued, and 2 shows will pop up. He's done 2 episodes so far.
Oh,
Dude,
okay. So,
I was
okay,
listening
so
to it yesterday and
so
today,
that's starting.
and I was just like, and he runs the gamut. I mean, everything from like, I mean, today he played like Zappa, and look, that's the episode I heard today. He played
Yeah.
Zappa. He played, he went from Genesis into a Peter Gabriel solo song. Like he runs the gamut. Like
Wow.
and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
plays like newer prog stuff,
Well,
which
yeah,
is great.
Because think about all between the bands that he's been in and the bands
Yeah.
that he's remixed albums for. His
Yeah.
musical
That's what
taste
fits him.
runs the gambit.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta check that out. Thanks a lot for
King-
letting me know.
Yeah, man. If you're a prog fan, but it's not only prog; it's like art rock and it's like he explains all the different genres, how it melds into each other, and how and he played a Monkey song today. What the hell? Borbus.
Mhm. Yeah.
The
Porpoise
Porter
song.
song.
Yeah,
Porpoise
he
song,
even
yeah.
was like, I'm even gonna play like some songs by bands that you don't think are prog, but they might have a song or two that are prog-ish, and that Monkey song is more kind of psychedelic,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
on
got
the that's on the Head soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it's got proggy kind of elements
Yeah,
to it
it
a little
is. It's
bit,
really good album. It's weird.
Fucking
Yeah.
fantastic though, dude.
Yeah.
Like the song list that he plays, he's like again he only has 2 episodes, but they're pretty long. But But yeah, man, check it out, dude. It's great.
So who's on
Anyway, I'm
number
sorry to interrupt
5?
the show.
Mark
I'm
Well,
on number 5.
marked out.
Yeah.
Mark,
Oh.
go ahead.
I've
Mark.
been like listening to like albums and stuff like that, but I'll just make it easy. Every album in the 70s this band released was awesome. Dude, Richie fucking Blackmore, man. Every guitar player learns Smoke on the Water. That's their first tune. I love the biopic, The Runaways. I just laugh my ass off every time at that little scene where Joan Jett says, dude, you gotta know Smoke on the Water, man. You know, that is epic. Richie Blackmore, even and after he left, the band still was awesome. Burn, man. Glenn Hughes, David Coverdale. Awesome. Deep
Well, he was still on that, but
I make sure when I go to Guitar Center, I fucking blast the amp and play Smoke on the Water.
Everybody, yeah. Honestly, I think it's the first riff you learn, or maybe
I mean, I could teach anybody that song that's never played a guitar in 2 minutes, probably. Yeah, it's that easy.
and that riff though, you'll never
Yeah.
forget it.
It's fucking classic. I mean, less is more sometimes. It really is. I mean, fuck.
Less is Blackmore.
Exactly. There you
So
go.
I give my
Good saying.
But you can
Like
see,
that. I'm gonna steal that one.
so I give my
Highway
Heavy
Star
Water.
solo.
I'm just gonna say I give my props to Heavy Water 77. Styx is my number 5 band of all time. We already talked about a lot about Styx. So Jerry, you're number 4.
Yeah, I'll keep it going. One of the best audiogasms I've had in the last 4 or 5 months was being able to review the first 4 Styx albums, actually. Holy shit, those are great albums, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I still listen to them. I haven't really gotten tired of them yet. I mean, what a great band they were. I mean, even with John Strelewski as their lead guitarist, they were still pretty fucking awesome back then. I think Joseph agreed that some of John's stuff was a little like you didn't like Plexiglass Toilet or As Good as This, right? I love As Good as This. I think it's one of their best songs, actually. But I mean, and they continued with Tommy. I mean, all the way up until Paradise Theater, basically. But fucking hey, dude, what a great band they are. Still are. They're still fucking are great live.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
And then we
And
get
Circling from Above is kind of growing on me. I didn't like it that much at first, but it's slowly growing.
Oh
on me.
God, dude. I listened to that album for the first time like 3 weeks ago, and I go, oh my God, this is like one of the best albums. It's better than the last album.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's really fucking
It's
good.
very proggy.
It's very proggy, and I liked it a lot.
I don't want to fuck with you prog fans anymore, so
I'm a huge prog fan, and then
You know me, I'm the prog guy.
Joseph, you're number 4.
Yep. My number 4 is something that will be mentioned quite a bit coming up, I am positive. And that is, well, since their first album came out in 1969, and that's the one I'm not a huge fan of, the rest of the albums are great. And that is Led Zeppelin. So, had to include them on my list. The first 2 albums came out in 69, so from Led Zeppelin 3 all the way to In Through the Outdoor, just what a great run of albums. Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 4, Houses of the Holy, Physical Graffiti, Presence, and In Through the Outdoor. Just some amazing stuff. I mean, it's freaking Led Zeppelin. Like, I don't, what else do I have to say about Led Zeppelin?
Nothing. Tim, you're number 4.
I'll say more later.
Hey, this band played at my sister's prom
Wow.
all them years ago. My hometown boys, Get Your Wings, Aerosmith.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Then we get to your number 4, and Al.
AC/DC, man. Not much more to say. It's Bon Scott era. Come on. It's just fucking iconic. That's
All
it.
right. Andy, you're number 4.
Yeah, I will break the ice. I will be the first one to say this band. My number 4, I'll go Black Sabbath.
No,
Nice.
somebody said that already, didn't they?
Jerry did.
Jerry said
Jerry
that.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, really did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there goes my whole speech.
There goes that groundbreaking moment for you.
Right?
You're just a follower yet again, Andy.
Never mind then. I'm gonna change it. No. Black Sabbath, their whole output there in the 70s with Ozzy, fantastic. And I'm starting to get into the last 2 because when I first heard the last 2 years ago, of course, I was like, oh, I don't like this. But now that I'm older, I like the change. I like the different styles. I like these songs that are coming out of left field and these little turns that they throw at you. It's very, you just don't expect it, and that's what makes those last two albums with Ozzy fantastic. And of course, we can talk about the first 6 albums, and I think we talk about that every week on multiple shows. So we all know those first 6 albums are some of the best albums in hard rock and heavy metal history. So Black Sabbath's my number 4.
Mark, number 4.
They've been mentioned already a few times. Aerosmith, they fucking rule, man. I've
Yeah.
learned that greatest hits, Get Your Wings, Toys in the Attic. Gosh, the freaking
Draw the line.
yeah, Draw the Line.
Right in the nut.
Night in the
Oh,
Ruts,
man.
man.
Man, the Ruts is great too. Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. They should have been higher, but I didn't put them higher because my number 4 is Cheap Trick. Live at Budokan. My God, that is why they're so high on my list. Dream Police. Dude, they were a quintessential 70s band. When they went into the 80s, they kind of went a little pop. I love them in the 80s also. I loved them in any era, by the way. This is just a great band. And they need to be mentioned. And somebody already mentioned them, but that's my number 4. Jerry,
That's
your
me.
number 3.
I will take Al's Paul Stanley there and raise him this Paul Stanley.
Hey!
People, I mean, come on, dude. 70s Kiss, dude.
Kiss at 3. Nice.
I mean, seriously, dude. I mean, those first 6 studio albums are fucking incredible. And their 2 live albums are fucking incredible. I mean, we talked about them already. Fantastic fucking music, dude. And
50 years of Alive, man.
telling you, dude.
That is a great live album, by the way. I
Oh, it
will
is.
not deny that. I will not deny that album at all.
And Peter solo on fucking 1,000 Years is fucking 100,000 Years is awesome.
Like Dr. Fuck said, that is a bet. The people say Peter Criss is a bad drummer. They're stupid. I agree with him.
Well, I mean, he kind of got a little at the end of his time.
Well, because he had got in that car accident,
But,
lost his shit.
especially his first 3 albums, his drumming was fucking awesome. They were. It was. And he still has the best voice in Kiss.
No,
Yeah.
no. Paul Stanley.
Yep.
No,
No, Peter Criss.
no, no. Joseph, you're number 3.
21 albums. 21 albums. That is how many albums Frank Zappa released in the 1970s. 21. And at least 19 of them are amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'll leave out the couple Flo and Eddie albums. I
All
can't
of them
stand
full
that.
length albums or
Yes.
EPs?
Oh, full length.
Oh yeah, no, full length albums.
And sometimes a double.
And so I think at
Sometimes
least
double.
four of them are double albums.
Rest in peace, Flo, though.
Yeah, rest in peace to Flo.
And a triple with Joe's Garage.
Yeah. Well, that's counted as 2. You have Joe's Garage Act 1 and then Joe's Garage Act 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah. So those are number 20 and number 21 of the 70s. But yeah, I mean, from still the last remnants of the original Mothers on Weasels Rip My Flesh and Burnt Weenie Sandwich coming out in 1970, the Flo and Eddie era, the jazz fusion era with Waka Jawaka, Graham Wazoo, and then you get the band in 73, 74, and 75 with One Size Fits All, Overnight Sensation, Apostrophe, Roxy, and Elsewhere. Then you get the later 70s stuff when you get Terry Bozzio coming in, that lineup of the band.
Adrian Belew.
You get Zoodalores, you get Zappa in New York, you get the stuff that was supposed to be on Leather, and then you get ending the decade with Shake Your Booty and Joe's Garage. I mean,
Shake Your Booty's my
Phenomenal,
favorite.
man.
what a run of just
Amazing.
and to cover so much different stuff in that time, and then to still be putting out music that was recorded in the 70s to this day. There's albums that they're still putting out that he never released that were recorded in the 70s.
And And don't forget how many albums he released between 80 and 82.
Oh yeah,
There are like 6 or
Like
7 more albums.
12,
After.
like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between 80 and 82, he put out a triple disc album of nothing but guitar solos.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I mean,
Us and Them,
and
Tinseltown
Rebellion, You Are What You Is. Yeah, just
Witch.
I mean, just what a run of albums.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Frank Zappa, just Frank Zappa.
All right, number 3, Tim.
Oh, I had to go with Led Zeppelin on number 3. Just had to.
And that's a great pick. Al, number 3.
Oh, my number 3 and my number 2. Now, if you would have asked me this when I was an 11 or 12-year-old, it probably would have been switched. But now that I'm older, there's a band that kind of overtook another band. But my number 3 is going to be Led Zeppelin as well. So I'll leave it at that. I mean, no, nothing really you need to talk about Zeppelin, man. Which is
Right, I agree with you on that one.
I mean, my brother took me to a midnight showing of, Song Remains the Same, and seeing Jimmy Page like with his Les Paul slung down to his knees, bro. And I thought he was just the coolest guitar player ever, So that's my number 3.
Andy.
My number 3 is going to be the same, Led Zeppelin. You know what I've been thinking of doing is, we always listen to so much music. We always listen to, just whatever. But sometimes we stay away from iconic albums because we're tired of them, or, people talk about them too much. Well, this month I made a place that I'm going to listen to top-notch albums, like big sellers that I haven't heard in a while, So Led Zeppelin is number 3, which means I'll be listening to Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4 quite a bit.
Physical Graffiti?
Physical Graffiti, I do like Physical Graffiti.
Not
It's
side
only
4, though.
side 4. That's it. I'm sorry, it's still side 4.
I know that.
I'm getting heart palpitations.
We're about to lose Jerry up there.
Because 1, 2, and 3 are just flawless classics.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Send an ambulance to Jerry's house right now.
Always kills me when Andy says that.
Me too, Jerry.
About side 4, so
Sick again. Night
right.
Flight. I mean, dude,
It's the one song.
All right, defibrillate.
Dude.
Let's go.
Mark, you're number 3, brother.
This was tough between 70s and 80s, but I put this band in a celebrity death match, and the 70s won. It was close. And yeah, look at that foreshadowing. There they are. That's Vitor and the Snoop Dogg right there. Look at that picture. It exists, actually. So yes, number 3 is Rush. Rush actually has a 6-pack of the 70s. It's Hemisphere, freaking 2112.
Fly by Night.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to come up.
Fly by Night, the debut, awesome. I love All the World the Stage.
It might not come up on this episode.
I couldn't
forever.
My favorite Rush album came out in 1980.
Rush in the 70s won by a hair. And so they win.
I love all eras of Rush.
Yeah.
They ain't coming up in the 70s. I'm sorry.
If I were to pick them, I'd agree with Mark.
That's my choice. And so I lose my Rush in the 80s. So I'm putting the car down. I got Rush.
You can't pick them next week, Mark.
I know.
Spoiler alert, they're not
going to be Mark Dolly. I would do the same thing because
I would as well.
Almost made my list. If it's not 12, it's 13. It was just right there.
I told myself I couldn't pick.
That's by Torn Snoop, though.
I told myself I couldn't pick a band if my favorite album of theirs didn't come out in the same decade. And my favorite Rush album came out in 1980.
Phenomenal.
And spoiler alert, they're not going to be on either of my lists.
Rush in the 80s is they kick ass too.
Well, I'm going to go. My number 3 is Led Zeppelin. Physical Graffiti, my all-time favorite album by them. And you can't pick them in the 80s. They ain't shit in the 80s by Led Zeppelin. And
Coda, man. Come on.
Coda.
Yeah. There ain't shit in the 80s.
But even then, Coda wasn't recorded in the 80s, so it wasn't.
I know, yeah.
There was no Led Zeppelin in the 80s.
So my number 3 is Led Zeppelin. Jerry, number 2.
I'll break out the Discovery box set here. Pink Floyd. Fucking
I know what your number one is already.
no, really? You know what my number one is? I bet you
I know
everybody
what your
here is
number one
surprised
is.
what it's going to be my number one.
It's gonna be Alan
I'm-
Parsons.
You guys aren't gonna know my number one. That's fucking cool.
By the way, Mark Metal is a great fucking album.
It is.
Yeah, enjoy. Then we get to your number
do.
two, Joseph.
If it weren't for this band, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to all of you right now.
Kiss.
This album was the first album I ever heard in my life.
Oh wow.
This is the album that got me into music. I wore out my cassette of this when I was a kid. I would not be sitting here talking to you guys if it weren't for Kiss.
Is that the Resurrect or what?
No, this is the deluxe, the 45th.
That's the original mix.
Yeah.
Deluxe.
I don't have the Resurrection on CD, but it is a good mix. Although I do prefer, I hate that they put the original version of Sweet
Here's
Pain.
Resurrection right here.
I hate that they put the original guitar solo for Sweet Pain on there. I love the Dick Wagner guitar.
That's got
solo.
Ace's solo on the Resurrection.
On the resurrected
right?
version, yes.
On King,
But I
on
prefer
Sweet
I
Pain.
prefer Dick Wagner's solo. I really do. But yeah, I mean, the first three albums, I'm not huge on the debut. I think all those songs sound better on a live and double platinum.
I agree.
Hotter Than Hell and Dress to Kill and Destroyer has dropped down for me quite a bit, but it's still a great album. Rock and Roll Over Love Gun, and then just like I held up earlier. Every time I make a Kiss ranking, this album goes farther and further up. I just love this album so much. Absolutely a perfect album in my opinion. And yeah, just Kiss in the 70s. And even then, even though they're not all playing on it, I'll throw Ace's solo album in there too, just because it's an amazing album. So it has the Kiss logo on it. So yeah, I had to put Kiss this high.
Number two, Tim.
My number two is from a band that, out of any and every band that I have ever heard in my entire life, and I had to describe this band or the band, this is the only band I could use these two words for: musical perfection. Steely Dan.
I was gonna get upset if you didn't pick that band. I'm surprised they're not your number one, by the way.
No.
Steely Dan gargles my balls.
Oh,
That's from Knocked Up.
I know who Tim's number one is. I can't believe you thought that Steely Dan would be his number one and not the
I
one.
thought it'd be his number one. Seriously.
I know exactly what his number one is.
So what's your number two, Al?
If you catch me listening to Steely Dan, you can cut my head off with an Al Jarreau LP.
Oh my god, Al sucks. I
Musical
get that.
perfection.
Yeah,
love
no, I
Steely
agree,
Dan.
man. I agree. The best studio musicians, and I got it. Just and to this day, Asia is one of those albums it's a reference disc to put on for a stereo listening. You know, to test out a stereo, man.
Mhm.
You know, unbelievable production on that. My number two, Sabbath. I mean, what more can you say? The mighty Black Sabbath. So, I was just listening to something the other day, and again, it was like 2 days ago, and it just kind of brought a tear to my eye again that Ozzy's not here, dude. I was just like, you know, it's hitting me at different times again. You know, I just don't imagine a world without him. It just sucks, dude. You know. But I love Sabbath, man. The Ozzy era is my favorite era. I love all the other eras too, but Ozzy is the first era I heard, and will always be near and dear to my heart, man. So Sabbath in the 70s just fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Your number two, Andy.
Great pick. Great pick.
Perfect.
It's so funny because when Jerry had pulled up that water bottle and the stickers came in, and my wife was going, "Do you know what some of Jerry's favorite bands are?" Of course, we talk about them every week. Jerry's favorite bands. Of course, I know what they are. But my number two has already been mentioned. Of course, Pink Floyd, Perfection in the 70s, all the way from Adam Heart Mother to The Wall. More than 5 albums. This was count them for me, somebody, please? Like 7 or 8?
Adam Hart, Mother, Metal, Obscured by Clouds, Dark Side, Wish You Were Here, Animals, Wall. 7.
7. Fantastic albums. All of them from beginning to end. Perfection. So Pink Floyd is my number 2. Great band. One of those bands that you can really feel their music. And that's one thing about Dream Theater. You know, we were talking about this earlier. When I listen to Dream Theater, it's weird. I don't feel a thing.
See, I do. I feel a lot when I listen to their music.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's why we love the music that we love. We can feel it. You know, for some reason, I can't do that with Dream Theater, but with Floyd, oh man, Floyd.
Oh yeah,
you just have that Floyd feel every time you hear them or when they come on the radio. It overtakes you. So Pink Floyd's my number 2.
Dream Theater just played down here last night in Clearwater, but I already had tickets for 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
And it's fucking pained me to like miss them.
I would have rather see Dream Theater.
They were up here. They were up here last Saturday, but I
they're
wasn't
playing
able to
that
go.
whole Parasonoma album, dude.
Yeah,
and it's tired.
And the Change of Seasons.
They're gonna play the whole 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that.
And some really cool. And they're playing some deep cuts too. They pretty much didn't play. They're of the middle part of their set, they pretty much didn't play any of the stuff they played on the 40th anniversary tour.
Yeah, they're doing a different set list.
They pulled out other stuff from Scenes from Memory because they did the beginning and the end of Scenes from Memory on the 40th. And for this one, they did Fatal Tragedy and Through My Words, I think. They pulled out, I think they did Stream of Consciousness. They were doing something off of the, they were doing a couple different, I think they were going back and forth on stuff from Black Clouds. I think they were playing like a couple different things.
I love Black Clouds.
Like they were changing it from night to night. But yeah, some really cool stuff. They were playing some good stuff.
I like how they changed their shit, you know. That is really good because Kiss never changes their shit.
See, I go back and forth on that kind of stuff. If it's a band it's like a band that I've never seen before and a band that I might never see again, and they're playing something one night and that I really want to see, and they don't play it the night I see them, I would get so pissed.
Yeah.
Like this, like if it's a band like Cheap Trick that I could go and see a bunch of times, and they play all this different stuff, I'd be really happy. But if it's like a band that I'm like, I might never see this band again, and they don't play the song I want to see them play, but they played it the night before, I'd be a little mad.
So you did your number 2, Mark, right?
No, I'm up, Al. No,
you're up.
Number 2 is Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, Jason Bonham.
Yeah, you said Bonham.
Right.
You said Jason Bonham.
Did I say Jason? All right, well.
You said Jason Bonham.
It's John Bonham, dude.
Okay, John Bonham, Bonzo.
Jason's no slouch.
Jason's no slouch either, but
but he was barely alive in the 70s.
True.
I'm 55. I'm on mistakes. Okay?
We all know what he meant.
I'm disappointed nobody picked mine. All right, no, go ahead, Mark.
My number 2 is Queen. I love Queen in the 70s. That is their best era. They had a lot of good stuff in the 80s, but they did have like a Flash soundtrack. And they had Hot Space. Oh my god, horrible shit. But Queen in the 70s is just perfection. I like Queen in the 70s. So we get to your number 1, Jerry.
What's my number 1? I'm gonna break it out. This original box set here.
One of the first box sets I ever bought, man.
Yeah.
I missed that box set.
That's
fucking Led Zeppelin, dude. What else more do I have to say? I haven't talked about already. Best album ever made in physical graffiti, in my opinion.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Best album ever.
My brother and I bought that box set just for hey, what can I do?
Oh yeah.
You know what? That was the best part about it. Absolutely, because you couldn't get it anywhere else.
I was like, we don't have that song.
Right. Exactly.
We bought it for one song. Like we gotta get it.
Exactly. But I was so pissed off they cut off Kashmir a few seconds.
You know what I do love about that box set? I do love the running order that Jimmy Page did for that. It's like a cool running order, man.
Right.
And
So,
wasn't that released as a single? Hey, hey, what can I do? Like in the '80s when the box
it was
set
the B side
They
of
had a B side
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, but they
70s.
played a lot on the radio when that box set came
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that
they
was
re-released it as a
What
single
was the
too.
other song on
Right.
there?
The Traveling Riverside Blues.
Yeah, that was a
Yes,
great song
I
too.
Riverside Blues, yeah.
Yeah, that was
That slide guitar is so amazing, my Jimmy.
Yeah, it is badass.
I want that box set again. I try to find it, but it's so expensive.
You might get hurt.
It's cheap as fuck, dude. What are you talking about?
It
man?
is?
Yeah, look on eBay. You get it used real fucking
Oh, I'll
cheap.
find it. I want
I
that
gave it
box
away
set.
to a friend of mine, man. I might buy it. I might get another.
I need to
copy.
buy it again because that was a
I'll
great
probably
box.
get it again.
That is what got me into Led Zeppelin is that box set right there, dude. And that's amazing. Great fucking box set. So, Joseph, what's your number one?
February 13th, 1970. 3 chords changed music forever.
Black Sabbath.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like what
Look
everybody
at-
said.
Look at Mark Daly, but fucking look at the
There it
switch
is.
there.
Dude,
I
you're
mean-
so quick.
Like everybody said,
The
those
classic,
8 albums.
Spoiler alert.
I'm not a big fan of technical ecstasy. I do have to. I keep putting off listening to the Steven Wilson remix. I still haven't listened to it yet, and
It's
everyone
really
says
good.
it's better.
It's really good.
I'm not a fan of that album, but the other 7 are just so fantastic, and yeah, just one of the greatest lineup of musicians ever. Black Sabbath.
What's your number one, Tim?
I'm gonna double down on that and say Black Sabbath, of course.
Really?
My favorite band.
I thought you put them in the next decade like I am.
No. Because the Dio era only had 2 albums in the 80s.
3.
No,
In the
there was
80s,
two
true.
in the 90s.
Boy had a live album too.
Well, that doesn't count, Mark.
How's that surprising? You never listen to Tim talk? He always talks about Sabbath.
I know.
Favorite band.
But he loves Dio a lot. So
I love Dio, yeah. I love Dio era Sabbath, but the only
Yeah, but that's 2
released
albums
2
versus
studio
8.
albums.
all right. Al, what's your number one?
The Captain and Tennille. I mean,
What?
Muskrat Love, dude.
Muskrat Love,
Come
man.
on.
Hey,
Dude.
I'm surprised none of you guys
Love
picked
will
me
Alba.
one
What
more
was-
time.
None of you guys
There's
picked
never
Alba.
enough with a man like you.
Must
Oh.
be.
I mean, even though you know, you all know it's Rush already, so but I toyed with the idea of picking the 80s, them in the 80s, and even though Permanent Waves is my favorite Rush album, it's still the 70s output is flawless to me. So
Russian 70s rules, man.
I mean, yeah, I love the 80s stuff too, don't get me wrong, man. I mean, I love all of that, but it's a different quality to it. The 70s shit, I mean, that's what I discovered first, man. You know, basically, like, well, the Exit Stage Left album was 81, but that was the first album I ever bought by them. But I had, you know, I had a lot of 70s stuff on there. Actually, no, it didn't. Actually, it was most of the 80s shit. But, Hemispheres fucking alone, you know, to me, it's pinnacle progressive Rush, dude. And, you know, I toyed with the idea and I'm like, I got to pick the 70s era, man. So that's my number one.
Good choice.
All right, Andy.
I'm pretty sure y'all know who this is.
Neil
This is
Young.
Is he also, are they also Canadian?
Yes, they are also Canadian. Neil Young and Crazy
That's
Horse.
Tiger.
I
Oh.
knew it was
Put 'em
that.
on- put 'em all together. That dude, and the thing is that I go to bootlegs for him. I buy box sets by him. I don't really spend that much money on box sets, but I do for Neil. And his 70s output is just unbelievable. Just from beginning to end, from 1970 to 79, with 2 double albums and a releasing decade, starting everything off with After the Gold Rush, The Great Harvest, and
Yeah.
the Ditch trilogy, you know, and then after that you got American Stars and Bars, and then Live Rust, and you got Live Rust and Rust Never Sleeps, and man, American Stars and Bars. It just so many albums. and fantastic writer, fantastic player. You want to hear something soft or something acoustic, you can put him on. You want to hear something blistering, something heavy, a 7 or 8 minute guitar solo going crazy, you can put Neil Young, because you'll find that on the same album here and there. So yeah, Neil Young, my number one of the 1970s. I could have saved him for the 90s, but because I really love his 90s output, but there was no competition.
I can't wait to hear 90s stuff.
Huh?
I can't
90s
wait to
is
hear
very
the
fun.
90s stuff from you.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to that. Yeah,
I can't wait to hear you say that. Mark, number one, man.
My favorite band of all time, of course, man. And this is actually true. The Beatles saw a picture of Black Sabbath and they got scared and they broke up. So Black Sabbath, man. Look at these guys. They'll kick your ass, man. John Lennon and frickin' Paul. That's why you guys broke up, not because you guys were tired of each other. You were scared of Black Sabbath, man.
I don't know. I don't know about being scared. I don't know about
They
being
heard
scared
that-
of
they heard
Live
that-
Aid era Black
And
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath
They heard
is
the
the
opening
only
riff to the song Black
undefeated
Sabbath.
free-form pole band.
The Beatles
Put
heard
that
the
in your
opening riff to
sentence.
Black Sabbath and thought they were about to get cursed.
But hey, I picked the Beatles in the 60s, but I'm picking Black Sabbath in the 70s.
My
or
number one.
maybe Black Sabbath heard Helter Skelter and said, interesting.
That's right. That's right.
My number one album. It's like the first album. This and the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's, that got me into rock and roll. I've said this so many fucking times. Double Vision by the Foreigner. And
By
Foreigner? You
the
say
by
Foreigner?
By Foreigner. And
Mark,
the thing
you're
is,
drunk.
the 70s output of Foreigner is so much
Call up
better.
Ice. We got the Foreigner here.
I just said Foreigner by the Foreigner. Yeah, I fucked up there.
Did
But
somebody say
rules.
porn?
Foreigner is my favorite band of the 70s. I love Lou Gramm is my greatest vocalist of all time. I've said this so many times on here. Lou Gramm then Dio is my favorite vocalist, then Steve Perry. It's like I love fucking Foreigner, the Lou Gramm era. The first album, second album, third album, so fucking perfect to me.
You know what's funny? My favorite thing with Lou Gramm is his first solo album. I mean,
I love fucking that
Yeah.
album too.
Hell yeah. That was
I love
fucking
all
album.
his, 2 solo albums.
Yeah, first one was awesome.
Oh, that's a great album. But Ready or Not was a great album, and so was One Hard Look. But nobody beats the first Foreigner album. Nobody beats fucking Double Vision. That's a great fucking album to me. I almost picked Boston in here, but I can't pick Boston because Foreigner's my favorite band of the 70s.
Tom Petty, man. You didn't pick Tom Petty.
Tom Petty might be coming up in the next decade.
Then again, he might not.
God
Ooh,
bless you,
not.
Mark.
Maybe the 90s.
God bless you, Mark. I love your drunk ass.
I only drink like 1.5 whiskeys.
God help us if you drank more.
I'm not going to drink more. But Jerry, man, promote shit.
Can we do honorable mentions?
Do your honorable mention, Joseph.
So I had a few that people mentioned. I had Aerosmith, Cheap Trick, Queen, The Eagles, Deep Purple, Blue Oyster Cult, Billy Joel, and ZZ Top. Those are all things that people brought up. But I also had ABBA. Laugh if you want, Mark. There's some great
Where's
stuff from
that
ABBA in
CD
the
at?
70s. Throw it again.
I don't know where it's at right
Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Elton
Is it
John.
over
Elton
there?
John's output in the 70s.
Oh,
Phenomenal
wow. I'm
album.
surprised none of you guys
Elton
picked
John.
Elton John. I was so tripping out on that
I'm
one.
surprised.
And then Jethro Tull and Yes. Those are
Nobody
the
I was gonna say
my
nobody
honorable
picked
mentions.
Yes. I was surprised.
Oh,
about
no, I
that.
picked Yes. Oh my God, I should have picked Yes.
Oh.
Well, they'll be probably in the 80s.
They
Jerry,
wouldn't be
Jerry,
on my top
Jerry,
11.
you know that, brother. You know that, brother.
I got AC/DC, Bob Seger, Blue Oyster Cult, Aerosmith, Cheap Trick, and the band I fucking love is Slade, dude. They were a great fucking band in the 70s. I played one of their songs on my show last week. That was an
One of my
80s
favorites.
song, but
One of my
they've
favorites.
been around since
I haven't seen it.
1964, and they're still
Yeah.
around, dude. I mean, it's
I
only one
still get-
original guy.
I
but-
still get to pick AC/DC. I didn't pick them. And
No, you
technically,
haven't.
Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap came out in the United States in 1980.
Oh, that doesn't
So
count.
that counts.
No, it came
No.
out in 1976.
Yeah.
It came out in the United States. I'll never
Australia.
forget when it came in the record store. It came out in 1980.
Mark's up to Dirty Deeds right now.
So
Shame on
I
you.
I do a little AC/DC magic here for the 80s here.
That if you say that next week and you count that towards the reason you put ACDs in the 80s,
I'm all right.
that
I'm gonna
doesn't
count
count.
Ride on the Who Made Who album. Okay, how about that?
no, because it's a
No, that
compilation.
don't count. I will say no.
Well, I still got AC/DC in my
You got any mentions, Tim?
Nope, not at all.
Al, you got any mentions?
No, I don't have any. I didn't make any mentions.
Andy, you got any mentions?
No, I did enough. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah,
I
didn't have any mentions either.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
I'm tired, but I'm just gonna say you guys got anything to promote? What's going on with your shows?
Yeah, Black Spinner Circle. I will talk about this one because this is my pick. We're going to be ranking the tracks on Dams and Torpedoes by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. We'll be doing that on Tuesday. And also, I had mentioned craniumradio.com. I am a DJ there on Sundays. And like I said, the first set is going to be New York songs. And then after that, I was trying to figure out what am I going to do? So I thought about this show. So everything's going to be deep track of 70s bands.
Nice. I'm excited to hear that.
I am so off on the Tuesdays. You're doing Tom Petty. I'm so jealous. That's a great album.
I'm gonna be away on Sunday, but I'm definitely gonna tune in on the Mixcloud for that one. I can't wait to hear what
I'm
you
gonna
pick.
try to listen.
Oh, I gotta learn how to do a Dropbox first, and then you can hear it on Mixcloud.
Dropbox is pretty easy.
Dude, if you want me to Dropbox your stuff, Andy, I can. I got no problem doing it.
I just learned how to do it because I couldn't find where I was archiving my shows. I just thought I was erasing them, but I found them. I was like,
it's a weird folder you have to find.
It is.
Yeah.
You just look for your show.
Tech savvy either. I don't know why Al says I'm tech savvy because I'm not. I'm learning here and there.
Al, you got anything to promote?
Probably gonna go see a new Spinal Tap tomorrow.
I'm seeing that next Wednesday.
Yeah. That's really it, man. As far as going to Universal with the family on Saturday with my daughter.
You're going to the great Universal there. That's a great Universal.
Yeah. But no, Andy already mentioned what we got going on in our show, so that's really it.
Anything on Heavy Water 77?
Just did the wonderful album Cornerstone, talking about all those great tracks on there. That was a lot of fun. Gonna do, of course, Paradise Theater next week. And we're
promote your Cranium Radio show.
Got some real fun stuff coming up.
We're getting to the end of the classic era, but it's been interesting talking about it. Oh yeah, Cranium Radio. I'm on from 5 to 7 Eastern, which will be 4 to 7 when I get back from vacation. I just play rock and metal, random shit. I get requests during
what night, Jerry? What night?
Oh, Tuesday. My bad. I'm sorry. Tuesday, 5 to 7. It's real cool because they got Jeff's show after mine. It's a really cool night of music, and a lot of fun doing it. I enjoyed it. I had a real fucking rough time this week, though. I'll tell you that. I really did. I told you how to fix. Every other song would skip or just disappear. I'm fucking rushing. I'm just trying to find shit to throw in. Half those songs I didn't even pick.
I told you how to fix that. So
yeah, but
I wouldn't pick White Lion. Come on.
I'll take White Lion. I love White Lion.
So that's awesome.
What you guys got to do is when you do your shows in Cranium, do your shows in Sam, test the songs. If they skip,
yes, we know. We've talked about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling Andy, he wasn't here. Test the songs. If not,
told me before.
Okay, we're good. So tomorrow on Freeform, we're doing Led Zeppelin 3 review. So check that out.
Can I promote mine?
Go ahead, Joseph.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna be starting on my radio show here in the next couple weeks. On Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be putting some stuff out online about that when I'm officially starting. I might be doing a test run on this Sunday night. So I might send it. I'm not going to really promote it too much, but if I do, I'll send something out to some of you guys if you guys want to tune in. I might be doing a test run this Sunday night, but hopefully my official debut is going to.
Did my ears go
next
bad, or
Sunday.
Joseph quiet?
Yeah,
a little
what
quiet.
happened to your microphone?
Okay, good. I thought it was me. I'm like, my ears pop
it's
sometimes and I can't hear.
Oh, can you not
Maybe
hear me?
maybe your battery's dying or something. I don't know.
I heard him.
Okay, maybe it's me.
No, but he did get kind of quiet.
He was
Okay.
a little
Yeah,
lower.
he got low.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I heard you.
We
Yeah.
can hear you now,
Okay.
Verizon.
Okay. So I'm going to be doing probably a test run of my show this Sunday night. I'm going to let some people know. I'm not going to do too much promotion on it, but hopefully my official debut is going to be next Sunday, the 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern. So tune in on Cramingham Radio. I'm excited. Have some good stuff planned for that show. But
What's the name again? Joe's what?
Joe Staub's Garage. Like the
Mind
Frank
if I
Zappa
promote
album.
that? Mind if I
Yeah,
promote
go ahead.
that?
Just
on
added a
Facebook?
little
All right.
stub in there, huh?
Yes.
And you
Avoid the copyright.
And you could
Yeah.
you could jam at Joe Staub's garage.
Yeah.
All
Yes, you
right,
can.
but next week
Frank
on
is
B.
rolling in his grave with that little trick
One
he did
more
there.
time.
All right, next week on BS, we are moving to the decades of the 80s.
And you might see White Lion in the
You
80s.
might see a lot of
You
Oingo
might
Boingo.
see you might see Sabotage in the 80s.
You
You
might.
might see
You
some
might see
Duran
Sabotage.
Duran.
I won't be here when you
Not
guys do
from
the
Mark,
90s
though.
show.
Not from Mark.
You can only pick Oingo Boingo once, man. Now so you're not
Yeah,
gonna see a
they were
lot
in
of
the
Oingo
80s,
Boingo.
brother. I didn't pick them yet. So see you guys next week. I hope you guys are all on here. The BS sessions. We love everybody. Stop fighting with each other. Be cool with each other. And
Have a
love on
drink.
each other. We love have a drink, man.
Peace.
We love everybody.
Have a drink on me.
Have a drink on me. That
Peace.
might be the 80s.
Cheers.
Not
Aye,
me,
aye.
but later, guys. Bye.